We're not live yet. Do you see it say? Oh, it is. Look, don't get smart with me, old testicle toter.
Hey,
it's just for fun radio in the morning.
I don't have any cord.
What you need, baby?
Denise had all of her stuff. Oh, I'm not on. Denise had all her stuff over there.
Yeah, this is the way to start a show.
We're so
I was moving my target.
Y'all are not supposed to like carry conversations on that have nothing to do with the show because all the listeners are like, what the French door is going on?
It's just for fun radio.
Backwards radio.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Man, I didn't make it to go get the balls yesterday.
The balls.
Remember,
Stress ball.
remember I was going to go get stress balls?
I was going to, too. And
that way people would have stuff to fidget with instead of tapping on the tables and messing with stuff. Yeah.
Or smacking in.
Why are you smiling and now rolling your eyes, Doc?
Because you said bouncing. What's wrong with bouncing?
Well, I bounce too.
Hold, please. Guilty conscience much? I didn't exactly say you or Steph. I wasn't directly making a comment to anybody. It was just an indirect statement because we've had guests that come in that bounce and smack the tables and
break the chairs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this chair I'm sitting in, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, we had one person sitting at and flip back almost and go through the sliding glass door.
Oh my God.
I'm like, hello, what makes you sit down in a seat and do that?
For real.
Do I need to hook you to a bungee cord? I mean, what is it that you're trying to achieve? Bungee on.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
So apparently y'all ended up at the shooting range last night.
Well, that was after the wine sampling for the holiday wines at Gravity.
You know, think all that money you spent. Hell, you could just go to Westport, where Stephanie lives, get all the bagged wine you want, and shoot guns for free.
Yeah,
it was free for us.
Yeah, it was free for us.
Well, the range time. We know. I know.
Doc, that was a joke.
Oh.
Instead of having to go to Gravity to get free wine and then having to go to the shooting range to shoot guns, I said you could have went to West Porterdale where Stephanie lives and you could have got some free bagged wine, meaning like brown bag, Mad Dog.
Oh.
And then people just get drunk and start shooting stuff, so there would be your guns. Message. We love you.
Thank you. I love y'all too.
You are so beautifully smart.
When you say it like that, it doesn't make me feel beautifully smart.
You are intelligent.
Intelligible?
Teletubby much? Is that a new Teletubby? Did you just invent it? Leave it to the redneck to try to invent another Teletubby. The show's been canceled, but yeah, she's like, I got an idea for a new one. I got a new Teletubby. It's going to be great.
Start it again just for me.
What do you mean the show's been canceled? I watch it every day on Netflix. Netflix, y'all.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it was fun last night.
Yes, it was. Oh my gosh. And I can't wait to unveil the holiday wines to everyone. It's going to be so fantastic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Before 8 o'clock, so I can say that Doc had a wine-gasm.
A wine-gasm?
Yes, when she drank it, she like, I swear to God, she is.
And then you heard some Marvin Gaye. Let's get it on.
Yes.
And then, well, I was gonna say, and then in slow motion, she like pours the wine down her chest, and you hear, let's get it on.
She wouldn't do that because then she'd be like, that's alcohol abuse. I wouldn't waste it.
You can't waste alcohol.
No, she just get Benny to lick it off.
I was gonna say that's what I was gonna say. Is that a waste if it's added into the exercises?
That's a high five stuff.
Jacob goes, how does your satanic coffee taste?
Yeah.
Satanic coffee?
The whole Starbucks cup.
Yeah, we're drinking Starbucks here on Just for Fun Radio.
Thanks
Shout out
to
to the red cups.
Yes.
Red Solo.
What the hell is all that about? Because I saw, before you answer, I saw somebody post a picture, and it's a 2-piece picture. Mm-hmm. So the top one is a guy laying flat on 2 chairs. Some Muslims are holding his feet down. Some Muslims are holding his head and arms down. His shirt's ripped off. His pants are pulled down a little bit, and they're beating him with a cane.
What?
And then there's a picture of somebody holding a red cup. And it says, at the top picture, it says, this is Christians being assaulted or abused or whatever, persecuted, whatever.
Right.
And then at the bottom, it's just a picture of a cup, and it says, this is not.
Right.
Because they're
people
making such a big deal about it.
people are butthurt, man.
But yeah, they are. You know,
Because there's a red cup. What the hell does it matter?
Because it doesn't say Merry Christmas.
It doesn't say Merry Christmas.
Hello, it's Thanksgiving time.
I know.
Give me an orange effing cup. I will say thanks.
Turkey on
I'll tell you thanks for giving the son of a bitch to me.
Yeah, by the way, thank you, Doc.
You're very
thank
welcome.
you. How does yours taste? Is it a surprise coffee?
It's got cinnamon in it. I can taste the cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
You're not allergic to it.
I hope you're not
No.
allergic to cinnamon.
When she starts blowing up over there.
Well, because I told them that I needed something for a diabetic that wouldn't raise your sugar. And they were like, okay.
It says something about iced tea.
So when you go in
something.
there next time, you need to be like, okay, here's what I need. I need 2 number 2s, but I need the sugar that you'd put in the second one. I need it put in the first one because I got one that's hypoglycemic that needs the sugar, one that's diabetic that don't need the sugar. So if you take her sugar and put it in his on top of his, then he's fine, she's fine, and we some healthy fools.
And then just give him double because he needs
Triple
it.
espresso.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I roll.
I like Zuma Zuma. I mean, I already told people a long time ago, I said, you know what? If I ever was to do cocaine, that would be an expensive habit for me.
What's Zuma Zuma?
I like being wide open.
Zoom, zoom.
You get a lot of stuff done.
I mean, you
Take
know,
an Adderall.
Scotty, you
I
don't-
just know if I was to be on drugs, it'd get expensive. Just for fun. Radio.
It's just me sipping on a cup of coffee.
Morning.
Morton.
Is it
Wood.
is it Maxwell House Satan blend?
Last drop.
It did on top of the K cup have a red cover, so I don't know. It's hard to say.
Ooh, you going to Halo?
These friggin' idiots
Halo
out
is
there.
back again. I've been there, tried to take over. They kicked me out. But, oh Lord!
Well, he was just at the right height.
Are you trying to say that, like, when you go get on the MARTA, there's that weird spindle thing and he's walking under it? Is that what you're trying to say?
I almost don't have to duck.
The only man I can pick at because I'm taller than him.
Crickets.
And was that supposed to be funny? You're picking on a short person, you sick weirdo.
Hey, I'm short too, but I just happen to be taller than him.
We aren't short.
right.
We're vertically challenged.
There you go.
I'm 5'3" and a quarter because the quarter matters.
That's
Little
exactly
Richard
right.
was talking about it
Wonderful.
yesterday.
The only time a quarter matters is if I have to use a payphone.
Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares.
Where you been shopping, Scotty? Payphones are 50 cents now.
I know, but
Do they still have
I was going to say,
payphones?
do they still have payphones?
but that's why I say that's when the quarter matters. Because how many times do you go get air at one of them stupid gas station things and it's like 75 cents and you can't find 75 cents in your cup holder?
That's why you go to
Oh, yeah.
Quick Trip. It's free.
Yeah, but most
Oh,
time
no,
the
no,
nozzle's
don't go to
ripped
Quick
off.
Trip.
True.
Don't go to Quick Trip. I went there, the one on the 142, just before the highway, while on the way to Augusta one morning with a flat tire on my trailer. Get over there, or I say it's almost flat. And I go over there and I'm thinking, all right, cool. Go pump free air. And it sounds like it's pumping away. The whole time it's letting air out of my tire.
See?
Oh, no.
So by the time I got done, it was completely flat. I'm like, oh my God.
Are you sure it wasn't operator error?
I'm just telling you, Quick Trip, almost every time I've stopped to get gas or get air there, the pump is
The
crap.
nozzle,
It doesn't
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
Oh, they're junk. Yeah.
Well, I
I'd
mean,
rather
if
pay
it's good, if you
75
find
cents.
one that works because it's free.
Oh, yeah.
And what
Sure.
sucks is all them little portable ones. That's great. That's the portable little ones you keep on your car is great. Problem is, I have no place to store it. So every time I buy one, I can't tell you where it ends up. I probably own 6. I just can't tell you where
You
they
just
are.
keep getting new ones because you can't
Wow.
find it.
Hell yeah. People go, ain't that a waste of money? I went, here's my point. If I can't find the one I own, and I need one right then, who cares if it's $20?
Mhm.
I need one right then.
Right.
People drive me nuts. Well, why don't you just go get one in your garage? If I knew where it was, idiot, I would be using it right now. I've had those conversations with people before, and it just blows my mind. If you will go spend $19 at McDonald's for just food that you're going to eat and poop out, if you'll do that 4 times a week, then why are you going to complain if you got to spend $20 to buy something to put air in your tire in the car that you obviously got to have air in the tire to drive? I can't get that in. That blows my mind when people say certain things. I'm like, you just dropped $100 at the bar and you're bitching because it's going to cost you $100 to fix your cell phone. Alcohol in your throat or the phone that you use 90% of your day?
Yeah. Yeah.
That sure is a
those
tough
people are
question.
paying. Yeah, they're paying to have liver damage. So it's all
That's
good.
right. It's an investment. I'm trying to buy a new one. You
Yeah.
idiot. You friggin' idiot. They told me they won't give me another one until it's 100% ruined, and right now I'm only at 78%. So in order to get that new one, I just got to beat this one up. It's not a Chevrolet, dumbass.
Oh, Lord.
So look, Joe Leaper text, well, anyone lose a finger or a toe at the range last night?
Nope. It was
I was
actually
actually going to ask. I was going to say, well, I guess it went well due to the fact I didn't hear anything on the news this morning about a group of people shooting each other.
Yeah.
We just annihilated some targets. That's all.
heck yeah.
Cool.
So
And I shot left-handed.
Did you just use the word violate and target in the same sentence?
I said
Annihilate.
annihilate.
No, but she has been drunk. She did try to violate Benny one night at the Target. I was there.
Please.
Me and Doc pulled into Target the other day. She goes, oh, this is the first time me and you've come to Target. And I went, sober?
Yeah.
She was like, oh, that's right.
She didn't remember. Those were some strong margaritas.
They were really strong margaritas.
But what I want to do for the range next time, and I know we kind of just yesterday dropped the news on everybody because us with the radio station have been talking about going, and you as listeners hadn't heard that we were wanting to go. So I had some family stuff happening last night. My brother-in-law was coming into town, and then my stepson and moving, and you know, I wasn't able to go last night, but everybody else at this table did. Well, you know, other than Steph, but you know, Steph had Ashley,
Yeah.
but Alex still went, Benny still went, you know, everybody still went. But Joe wasn't able to go. Of course, little Richard wasn't able to go. So what I'd like to do is, if it's in the cards, maybe when we're talking about doing the gun range, not the gun range, pardon me, the gun show, it's December 12th. We're going to the Atlanta Trade Center for the gun show.
Ooh,
Cool.
Maybe, and we're going to take the bus. So maybe what we can do is if everybody meets here, we'll go to Gwinnett, go to the gun, and then stop at Stone Mountain at the shooting range that, you know, that we're familiar with,
Mhm.
and then come home. So we go get pumped up, hyped up at the gun range.
Gun
excuse
show.
Maybe
me.
even buy a
The
new
gun
toy.
show.
Yeah, buy a new toy.
Yeah, because I'm wanting to get, I call it a clip. Everybody else keeps trying to tell me it's a magazine.
Yeah.
A magazine's a freaking Playboy.
Oh, my Lord.
Not anymore.
You would know.
Yeah,
Not
not
anymore.
anymore.
Hustler is a magazine.
Damn colored paper. Anyway.
Spanking Pink Pig. That's one.
Oh my God.
Busty Over 40s one.
I'm just
Denise.
amazed that you know the names.
I was
No,
of
about
them.
to say.
I'm
that's-
making sure. Y'all didn't watch.
No.
No.
That was
See?
the stupidest show ever.
Yeah.
No,
but
it
what
wasn't.
but what was funny is Al would always pick up magazines that really don't exist.
Mhm.
The magazines don't really exist, but he would pick them up and they would just have like these off the wall stupid names.
Yeah, I think his favorite wasn't it Busty?
Busty was one.
Yeah.
But it would just be fake names of stupid magazines.
And you know, people will probably go out looking for them.
Right. So anyways.
Good old Ed
But yeah, hopefully we'll do that because a lot of people want to go to that gun show. So that would be kind of cool. And since Alex is our local authority, you know, it'd just be good to go with him. And then we're going to do some video in there too. And I got the camera stuff getting worked out.
Yeah, I'm thinking a good Periscope in there too.
Yeah, that's what exactly right.
Yeah.
Can you film in the range?
Awesome. All right, we'll keep
I don't know. We need to
it.
find out.
Yeah,
So-
awesome.
Yeah, well, just everybody mark your calendars for December 12th because it's at the Atlanta Trade Center.
Okay.
So I know Joe Leeper, where he lives, he'll probably just take his motorcycle and meet us there.
Okay.
But then, like you live on our side of town, so I figure everybody that's on our side of town, you know, we'll either get depending on how many. I mean, I can get 6 adults in my van. So if only 6 of us leave from here, we'll just go in the van. If there's going to be more than 6 of us, we'll go in the bus.
Well,
It'd look good to have the bus in that big parking lot.
well, just us
especially
3
in the
make
gun
6.
parking lot.
How do us 3 make 6?
Benny, me, you, Crystal, Denise, David.
What about me?
Is that new friggin' math that you friggin' doctors
That's a
do?
Common Core.
That's Common Core.
That's Common Core for you.
I see the problem with damn society right now. You just looked at us and said, us 3 make 6.
Unless was she already drunk because she's seeing double.
Are we rounding to the next common denominator or something? I don't. Is this us to the second power? What the hell?
1, 2 plus 2, cat, hot tin roof.
Oh my
alien.
God. So yes, if Benny would like to go with you, that would be a couple. But if you're sitting here and I'm looking at you and talking to you, I'm talking to you, not y'all. But I'm not saying there's not a y'all because golly, y'all don't want to take that and twist it. Because y'all have the right to be a y'all now. But the point in which I'm trying to refer to is you could get in the van without chloroforming a gag.
I just almost had coffee up my nose.
It all depends on if the gag is a ball gag.
Well, you know.
She might already have one.
Yeah, we sell those in our store.
So that just really stalled the
Yeah.
conversation.
Wait, speaking of guns, there's actually a 13-year-old boy who was home alone in where was he? It doesn't say. But anyway, he was home alone and there was he saw a car out front and got suspicious of it. And the guys actually started trying to break in the back door and he grabbed his mom's gun and shot out the door and then they started shooting back. And then they hauled butt. But in the process, one of the suspects brought the other one to the hospital. The one that went to the hospital died. And
Wow.
Score for the home team.
13 years old.
Order up.
Yeah,
That boy
they-
deserves a medal.
Yes, he does.
They found the other guy. I was Charleston. The other guy, they found him and was charged with first-degree burglary and possession. But of course, the gun he had was stolen.
See, I don't promote violence. My point is, though, if you throw a rock at me, I'm going to throw back a rock at you.
Harder.
Harder and bigger.
Probably a bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like, well, y'all already know my methods. The boy came and egged our house at a party. We got in the back of an S10, picked up some cinder blocks, rode by his house, and chunked cinder blocks through the back of his Mustang and his dad's Jaguar. Egg my house and watch what I do back to you. I don't play. You come to my house and throw trash in my yard. Wait till you see. Let me
tell you something.
I'm not going to say I did this. I'm just saying hypothetically.
Which means
Yeah.
Which means, yeah, I did it.
Hypothetically speaking, there was a person that could or could not have called code enforcement to be an ace hole to most of the people in my old neighborhood. And he had just spent a lot of money redoing some stuff. And you know, when you have people come out and plant sod in your yard, that's not cheap.
Mm-mm.
Somehow somebody drove by and apparently threw a milk jug of used motor oil in his yard
On the new sod?
on the new sod.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Oh, shucks.
that's just amazing how, that becomes a nice round dirt spot in a few weeks. I saw it.
You heard that story?
I heard that story down at the local convenience store.
Would have been cooler if they would have took the jug and spelled a word out in the yard.
Oh, I think the one milk jug on the grass was pretty amazing. Then the fact that he had just had his house pressure washed in this long driveway, and then there apparently ended up being 2 milk jugs in his driveway. I hate it.
That multiplier.
Maybe he shouldn't have, pissed off his neighbors.
Yeah, be nice to your neighbors.
Yeah, but that mom said.
I did not do that, by the way. I do know who did. I did laugh about it.
You know what?
And
I
it
always
was,
tell people this.
and it was my idea. I mean, if it was murder, that would be like conspiracy to perform murder. How do you get me for conspiracy to throw a milk jug? I don't know.
Right. Well, I always put it to people this way. I'm going to tell you right out just how I say it to folks. I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm going to blame you.
That's right.
That's exactly.
Do you know
how it
one
works.
of the best ways to perform revenge is get a nice brand new razor knife, walk over to a brand new car, and write "F you" on the hood.
In all the letters, not just
In all the letters. And when you do it with a nice thin blade, you can't see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Until it rusts.
Till after like 2 or 3 good rains.
And then it starts rusting.
And then it starts rusting.
Nice.
And you haven't
They
done
don't
that
even
either,
know-
right?
I hadn't done
They
that
don't
one
even
either.
know when and where it happened.
No. And then there's this other stuff. I don't want to tell anybody the name of it, but there's this other stuff that you can buy at an automotive store. It's in a spray can, and it sprays just like Aquanet hairspray, and it's clear. and you can just pull it out of your right pocket, and as you're walking by the car, like at Walmart between 2 cars, you just pull it down and as you walk down the side of the car. Within 3 seconds, the paint bubbles up and falls off the car. And it's nothing but bare sheet metal at that point.
Oh my
Dang.
gosh.
Why would you use that if you're repainting your car?
Are you asking me a question? What are you asking?
I'm asking what if you didn't do it that way, what would you actually use it for?
Stripping paint off of
Okay.
cars to
So
paint the
Repaint
car.
it. Okay. Okay. That's
So I will not
Hey,
divulge the
I gotta
name
let-
of that.
I
But
got to let you guys
Okay.
roll. I got one coming in.
all right, see you later.
right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Chris Wood-Raven says, "Damn, you're evil." I'm telling you, dude. In a past life, I'm just that guy. When I was a kid, dude, I got in a lot of trouble. I just don't believe in, it's the whole do unto others. If you do something bad to me, I'll pay you back. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be that guy, but I was that guy.
yeah.
So, hey, December 12th is my birthday and Stephanie's is the 15th. That would be a bomb ace birthday trip. Yes, the gun show would be really good. Here's another text. Throw a rock at me and I'll chop it up and sell it as a profit.
I
But
like
no,
that
but
one.
as a kid, dude, where we lived, there was always something happening. People were stealing, people were taking cars, so we would set people up so you wouldn't take stuff. I mean, look, we would go out there purposely and pop the hood and pull the coil wire off the distributor cap so that you couldn't steal the car, because that's what people did. I mean, where we live, that's just what people did. And if you had a booming stereo system, we would laugh all the time at all the guys driving down the road, boom, 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 and they would drive all the way to their front door doing that.
Yeah. So
Do you know
where
how
they
I know
live.
they did it all the way to the front door? Because we followed them all the way to their front door.
Wow.
They were too stupid to realize they were leaving. Hansel and Gretel, man, you just leave me a breadcrumb.
Mhm.
Leave me a trail.
Yeah, that's why when I'm in the Blazer,
Well, I'm not telling y'all I was a great kid. I'm far from that.
that's why when I'm in the Blazer, and if I go up to where Travis works, he specifically tells me, do not play that radio. 'Cause
Yeah.
he doesn't want anybody to know he's got 2 12s in the back.
So just say it on the
Besides
friggin'
her just
radio.
saying, yeah. on air.
Smart one there. That's why I don't keep crap in my cars anymore. Because why? They're just gonna take it.
It makes your target.
They're just gonna take it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why my stereo I got from Walmart. But it's a decent stereo. In my
Man, we
van.
were some
She's sharing
vengeful-
everything on air.
I know.
We were some. I'll tell you though.
Go
we
into
were,
her car, not ours.
we were some vengeful people. Look, anytime somebody ever wants to pay somebody back, call me. I can give you just thousands of ideas. Thousands of ideas.
Yeah, I'm
We
not on
put-
camera.
We put rat traps in people's mailboxes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Bob wire,
Scotty.
friggin' yellow jacket nest. We put those in there before.
Scotty. What if they're allergic?
I put a rat in one of them's car before. I actually got so mad at a teacher one time that I took a shoebox with 3 dead rats in it and wrapped it up like Christmas and put it on her desk.
How did that go?
You should have seen her face. It went real well. They didn't have cameras back then. The only people knew that did it was the people that were sitting in the classroom that knew me.
Well, now they have you can get it online where you can purchase poop, any kind of animal poop,
Just for
And-
fun radio.
send it to someone.
Good morning,
Morning.
Good morning.
Wood. Come on now.
Yeah, man.
Y'all a little slow this morning.
And you forgot to remind me that Thomas was coming in, and I didn't have no parking, by the way. He just
Oh.
texted to say, I'm outside parked on the grass, which I don't know where that is. Good morning, dude.
How you doing today?
Terrific.
How's it feel being a day older?
Stale.
Actually, I used to work for North Lake Hilton. It's changed names like 5-6 times. But I worked in the restaurant, and the morning crew was constantly leaving the kitchen a mess or leaving all the dishes in. Never had everything set up. We had this seashell that was about 250 pounds that we filled with ice and put the shrimp in.
Hang on just a
Buffets.
hang on just a second. Steph, would you walk around and help him? I know he knows how to get in, but just,
Oh, do we need to put Bella up?
yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, give me a minute because our guest will be walking in. Let me lock my door up.
Mhm.
Call me right back.
Nope. All right, bye.
All right, thanks. Sorry, everybody. I just thought about that. I didn't even think about Bella being out. Everybody hang tight. We'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning.
Thomas.
Thomas with the NAACP.
Oh, my little buddy.
Are you thinking of Thomas Tillman?
No, Thomas Plant.
Oh,
What the hell? Why would you think Thomas Hill?
because she said little and he used to be little. That's
Oh
why I
my
said-
God! Never mind. Never mind.
No.
No, I'm just saying never mind because who would have thought that that's what you were gonna say? Oh,
Come on, Bella, Bella.
come on, baby.
No, this way. This way. Bella.
Come on.
Bella.
Come on. She said you going out.
I think my bank account's not used to having money, so it's not showing up.
You were stupid. You are stupid, Denise.
Oh my God! Back.
You need a massage.
I tell you what, it has its days.
Good morning.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
What's happening, man? Yeah, man, just growing.
Hey, that's a
Staying
good
busy.
thing, man.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that says iced tea.
Hey, Steph, can you sit on this side?
Yeah.
That way, I can put him on that mic. I forgot it was Thursday. God, man, it's been one of them
Man,
weeks.
it's been good.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Good
good,
seeing you,
good to
man.
see you again, man. Good to see you,
Oh
man.
my God.
Hey, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to find you a really one of those buildings, man.
I know. If it keeps growing, well, and it just so happens, like I forgot it was Thursday. So when you text, I looked at Doc. I was like, oh my God, I forgot. Because my brother-in-law and sister-in-law just happened to show up last night, and that's 2 spots. So it's like, man, if it keeps getting like this, we will be thinking about moving. But the problem is the location. We love being here on the lake as far as being able to in the studio, but it's like at the same time, I got to have some parking.
Yeah.
And my neighbor across the street lets us park there, but you know, you hate to just keep shoving cars in on her. What are you looking for?
Headphones.
Just take those purple ones because nobody else wants to hear them.
I don't know why ain't nothing wrong.
Oh, you're smoking. All right.
You are. Ashley said you ain't stealing her cup.
Here, swap those real quick.
What Ashley got from Metropolis?
Oh,
Because there really is a place called Metropolis. It's in Illinois.
oh, really?
It has the largest Superman statue.
So y'all went there, or y'all just did something?
I didn't.
Oh.
Travis and his sister did.
Oh, cool.
They
Okay.
met. His sister lives in Iowa,
Uh-huh.
so they met in Illinois for the weekend of Halloween.
Don't forget, you gotta hook that one in over there.
Yeah, you got to hook the whatnot.
Excuse me.
All right, your table party of
Okay.
one is ready.
I appreciate it.
I won't bite, I promise.
Oh, you're fine.
Hard.
I'm Anise Thomas. We
How you
talked on
doing?
the
Yes,
phone.
I'm fine. How nice to finally meet you.
She's Denise, I'm Denise. Don't get
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
hell, he still does it.
No, who was it? Jacob not Jacob. Alex was talking about Janice, and he said something. It didn't come out Janice, and then I said, "Don't it suck? You got Janice, Anise, Dunnies."
You got all the nieces.
Yeah, it'd be like, "Hey, Niecy."
That was my name growing up, my nickname.
Quit trying to steal
That
everybody's
was my
thunder.
nickname too.
All right, we're going back live. Wait a minute, you two, you can't just keep trying to steal all the thunder.
Yes, we can.
We do
I
anyway.
make a comment, "Hey, Niecy," and you want to jump up. Oh, that was what they call me. Oh, that's what they call me.
It was.
It was.
That was my nickname growing up. So I'm like, what?
I bet if I was walking somewhere and I said, "Oh man, somebody dropped a pen. Oh, it's mine." I bet you one of you suckers would be like, "Oh, it's mine." Y'all were that
Like the
person.
purple pen.
Yeah, like the purple pen.
Where is my purple pen?
Somewhere.
Over
Where's
the
my
rainbow.
Yeah. She's a friggin' klepto.
I'm a fliggin'.
Well,
Denise.
you're lucky that's the word because there was another one that was fixed to come out of my mouth.
Niecy, did you steal his
Oh,
purple
I don't say
pen
nie-
It jumped in my pocket.
accidentally on purpose?
Yes. No, actually, yeah.
Accidentally on purpose?
Make sure it's turned on.
Okay, well, let's skip.
Keep looking.
It's on. You're so mean.
There's not an on-off switch. It was just awesome.
Well, that one has one, so
It's
you're
okay.
mean.
It's okay, Steph. Girl, I got you.
I set
I
Steph,
got you.
I set Steph on this mic that doesn't have an on-off switch. And I'm like, try turning it on.
She's searching all over the
She
mic.
can't find the button.
You about had me have a epileptic fit
What?
yesterday.
Oh, with your
Who?
With
flash.
your phone, your flashing phone. But what it was is when I saw it going off, I thought you had the taser.
So we have our buddy Thomas in from the NAACP this morning, and I got some important questions. Like, you're not gonna sue me for picking on a dumb person, are you?
Nah, man. I can't
And
do
you
that.
ain't gonna come after me for picking on a short person.
No, we can't do that. We can't
How
do
about a
that.
redneck?
No, we can't do that. We love
Okay.
everybody, man. You know what to do.
At least somebody loves me.
At least somebody loves us. Thank you, Thomas, for the love.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
He's in here from the NAACP, and I'm already picking on people.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is what you don't do in a workplace. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Well, at least I'm not asking y'all to come in mini skirts and stuff like that. So you can't yell sexist.
I'm allergic to skirts.
Me too. You're lucky if I even.
I hope
shave.
you remember that when you leave this show.
Did you just hear what she said?
What?
She's like, you're lucky if I even shave.
We already know that about her. Why do you think she was asking about that paint remover? Because if it had worked for paint, she'd just use it like Nair.
No feet.
Nair is the same thing.
No, it's different. Nair stinks. Feet don't.
The same end product.
Ask her. Just ask her what she uses it for.
I'm
Steph?
afraid. Steph, what do you
What do you use it for?
To remove hair off your feet.
You have
Feet for your feet.
how
Um,
much hair do you have on your feet?
You didn't see the picture Scotty posted that one time?
No.
No.
Has anybody seen like, Lord of the Rings and yeah. Troll.
Okay.
Your feet are that hairy?
They really no. It's a
We were gonna
Oh.
braid. We were gonna braid. We were trying to braid the hair from her big toe to her little toe a couple weeks ago. Put a ribbon on it, like they would a dog's ear up at the pamper
Leave the
puppy.
Nieces alone.
I was getting ready to offer to take you with us to go get waxed because
Well, that's why.
No,
I was
you would need a
asking.
bush hog.
Scotty, we have a guest in the studio.
He's laughing. It's okay.
No, he's in his phone. He's writing down everything that he's
All right,
going to
he's
sue
in his
for.
phone writing down all this stuff. We're gonna get a yes,
Defects.
defects, NAACP.
I'd take. We don't have a defects right here no more. We'll take some. We'll take some NAACP though.
And then we're gonna be on TV, and Katie Beckett is going to be like doing an investigative report, like she did on Newton County, and it's gonna be bad.
And
It's
the
gonna be a
whole time, the
bad
Just for
life.
Fun logo is going to be everywhere. That's what we want.
Okay. And she obviously has dealt with this because she knows who does it, what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she sent them somewhere.
Well,
she got Katie Beckett on speed dial.
What had happened was.
You do, don't
how do
you?
you?
It's because they're in the family. Don't let it fool you.
Oh Lord.
So what's going on with you today, man?
Man, nothing
Hey,
much, man.
turn that thing, Steph. Should have helped you out a
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit.
good, man. Nothing
I'm
much.
blaming you. You left that spot.
Nothing much, man. Just working hard, man. Like always, man. Trying to improve the community. Got a lot of good things going on out here. We call it the 2 C's. We like to include everybody right there in Newton County.
Yeah, we just started
we call
calling it C-Town.
C-Town. It's
just
everybody.
Both
It's,
of them, you know.
it's a bunch of love. But right now, with the wake of everything that's going on, and I know this was happened when everything happened in Charleston. I was supposed to come on the show then.
Right.
Because of all that, everything went down. I didn't get a chance to come
I'm
on
sure
the
y'all
show.
been busy though.
So it's been busy. And by me from being originally from South Carolina,
Right.
which is about a little small town called Ellery, South Carolina, is about 40 minutes away from Charleston. So, kind of feeling the effects of that a little bit. But right now, one of the things we're doing right now with the NAACP is November the 17th at 7 p.m. at Ball Rock Baptist Church. We're gonna have what we call "Listen to Your Kids Night," and basically what we want to do is we're gonna bring a young lady in from the school system, and she is gonna just give us what I like to call it the uncut version
Right.
of what's going on, and kind of let kids talk, and we want kind of parents to listen, to really listen to what's going on in the schools.
So
district.
actually hear your children.
Yeah, just hear them and listen to what they're talking about, because things have changed now, man. Because I can remember when we were going back to school in the 90s and 80s, and it's different now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
A cell phone. I remember the old bag phone.
That's
We used to
right.
have
Yes.
it. And that was a privilege.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you had money. if
Yeah,
you had one
yeah.
of those.
Yeah, because
So-
I had beepers.
So now it's a little different. So with everything that's going on, and also another incident that happened in South Carolina with the young lady with the cell phone with the resource officer. So those type of things we want to talk about and listen to listen to both sides, the uncut version, because I think that by having this right here and let the kids get a chance to really express themselves, it gives adults a chance to say, hey, maybe we need to do this better. Maybe we need to correct some things at home. So I don't know the answer. So I'm not gonna come in here and say, hey, I know the answer, but I don't. But the only thing that I know the best thing to do is if there's an issue, bring it up, let's address it, let's attack it, and let's move forward.
Right.
Yes.
In a positive light. And so also with the NAACP, you're gonna start seeing doing more events within the community.
Right.
And one thing I always encourage people to do as well is to reach out to us. Because if you reach out to us and if it's something positive, you know, a lot of times, a lot of people want to create the wheel. I just don't believe in that. I just believe in that's a lot of things going on right now. And I've always been a firm believer, listen, let's just work together and let's try to make it better. So I don't care. You know me, Scotty, man. I don't care what ethnic group you are, what nationality you are,
Right.
you know, what sexuality you are, you know, let us know. Let me know, get in contact with
Right.
me, give me enough notice and time, and let's just work together
Right.
and let's see what we can do.
And I want to cover that part, you know, as you just because we're right there. I wanted to say this because of all the new listeners that we may have.
Uh-huh.
When me and Thomas first met, I said, hey, I need you on my show because I want to say to you in a question, but in a statement, why I want you on my show. I said, because does the NAACP only help black folks? And he's like, he almost had like the giggle, like, no. I went, that's why I need you on my show. I said, because most people believe nobody really hears things anymore through the correct source. It's kind of like I heard from so-and-so and I heard from so-and-so and you never really hear it. You kind of hear it as gossip or you hear it as rumor or what this regular stereotype is that goes around the neighborhood. And I said, man, I need you on the show because he's like, right then and there, he's like, do you know that our founders were white? I went, no, I had no idea.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
Yes.
either.
Yeah. And that's why I said, you know what? I need you on my show because the only way that we're going to knock walls down is when somebody like me and somebody like him comes up with a big sledgehammer and we just start beating on the wall.
Right.
That's the only way you're going to get these walls down. And it blows my mind. I know I pick at people all the time on the show and have fun and poke at idiots and poke at stupid people. And that's me poking to make fun of people because it's a show. But in reality, there is way too much out there that I pick on it. But it a lot of this really exists. I mean, you got to really be smarter than that.
And that's the thing that, you know, is interesting when I talk to people about the NAACP. The first thing I always think is like, oh gosh, here we go. But here's the funny thing about it. But when I talk to a lot of, I'll make sure I say it the right way because I don't get money in trouble. But when I talk to people who kind of, you know, who've been around, you know, they be like, oh yeah, we understand the NAACP. And it's a lot of my Caucasian friends. They be like, oh yeah, you know, we know about it. Yeah. And then when I talk to people, I be like, do you know what the founders are? And then when I sit down and when I explain it to them, and I be like, well, you know, you have a website, we have internet right there. You can go ahead and pull it up. And then when they pull it up, then they're like, oh wow.
That's what how I was with you.
And then, you know, when you pull it up and then you see the founders and stuff, and then you see it and you be like, oh, okay. So the NAACP is a community, like I always say, it's a community-based organization. You know, and you know me, Scott, I've always tried to get different churches to work together with us. And I know even some people in our organization that are Black Americans, they didn't even know. And then sometimes when they be having events and they be like, well, you know, we're going to do this. And I'd be like, you know, that's not right. I'd be like, you know, you're wrong, right? They'd be like, and they're older than me.
Right.
They'd be like, well, what do you mean? And I explained to them, I say, you know, we're a community-based organization. I said, do you know what the founders are? No. Then I have to like explain to them,
right,
these are the founders. This is what we are about. And, you know, sometimes I catch a lot of heat.
Right.
But hey, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna do what's right.
And you know, whether they be black, whether the men be white, black, Korean, when you get into the older generation, it's like a cattle prod and you burn the symbol in the back of the horse's butt or the cow's butt. Once it's there, you can't get past it.
Exactly.
These people just have it in their brains. This is just how it is. And the problem is a lot of times it's easy for people to walk past the TV, catch a 3-second little something of a 30-second clip on the news and hear that little piece of information and draw their own conclusions, and then they run and talk about it. And that's what really stinks with a lot of what happens, because again, I didn't know. I didn't know what the NAACP. That's why I said that you got to come here, because most people truly don't know. They think they know, but they don't truly know, because they only know what they've been told or heard or gossip about, you know.
And you know, the great thing about it too that I can really say is that with a lot of corporations now, you know, you have corporations like Cordell Association, your Georgia Pack and Loads, and these corporations, you know, whenever the NAACP has asked for help or donation, anything like that, no, they've been willing to help us out. And that's the thing that, to me, that I think is the most like important thing, because they understand, you know, really what we do. And there's a lot of situations, Scotty, and I think we talked about this the last time, that goes on here in the 3Cs that, you know, it don't really hit the news, because, you know, as a community-based organization, my job is I need to take care before it hit the news.
Right.
Right.
I don't need to hit. I don't need it. And I know a lot of people, you know, when they, you know, when they talk about the NAACP, they always say, well, we don't see you guys doing this, and we don't see you guys doing that. And, you know, my next question become is, well, do you see a lot of issues that we have on TV like you see anywhere else?
Well,
Maybe
most of what
like,
they see on TV is bad.
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
bad.
seeing the good.
Yeah,
because the media wants to pump the dramatic crap that really just makes society look worse. And probably if what y'all do is similar to anything I ever come across, there's 100 good things that have happened, and they want to bring up the one bad.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing about it a lot of times, because my thing is, hey, let me take there's issue that goes on all the time, and then we get letters in from all race. Hey, can you help us out? We had a, you know, situation comes up. So my thing is, hey, look, let's handle it. Let's talk to people we need to talk to. Let's get it taken care of, and we're done. And let's just work together. And I think a lot of times, a lot of people, and I've always said this too, when every incident happens, you know, when you first hear about it, you know, everybody seems to just blow it up to make it bigger than what it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think on both sides of the party, as far as with the political, and also with law enforcement, I think the biggest thing is just, hey, it's just all about having that good communication with them. I think if you have a good communication with them and you guys work together a lot, then you'll see when a lot of problems do happen, it'll get solved a whole lot easier. You won't have all your looting, you won't have all your rioting going on, because you've already have that good work and environment with them. And I think that's the most important thing. And that's one thing that I can say that we try to do out here is have a good working environment with our local law enforcement agency. We're very supportive of them, and we want to thank them for all their hard work that they do, because it is hard work. You know, it's a dangerous job. Let's be honest with it.
Well, think about it. Everybody wants to use the words now. You got these cops with these crappy attitudes. Well, let's just point out some obvious things a lot of people don't want to talk about. Their pay is not that great anymore. They get shot at more than they used to. They get disrespected more than they used to. They can't really do what they need to do without having to worry about being caught on video doing something or somebody twisting it to make it look worse than it is. So why does anybody want that job? So your applicants trying to get those jobs now are not the same people that it used to be, as far as caliber of people or quality of people, if you will.
And you know, it's funny you say that too, because here's the thing about it. And this is something I always pose to a lot of people. It's like, you know, a lot of in Rockdale County, you have the Chief Wilson. It's like, hey, I'm looking for young Black Americans to be a police officer. I mean, I don't know how much blatant the man can get.
Right.
Now.
Yeah. Could you worded that any differently?
And it's like, I'm like, okay. So and when I talk to young men, I'm like, hey man, you know, they're looking for police officers. But here's the problem though. And here's something this is the reason why I've always tell people, you know, when we have these forms, it's so important that you really, really pay attention. Now the problem is, okay, now we have all these applicants applying. Who's actually really qualified?
Yes.
because
Right.
now you can't say, well, he's being discriminatory
Right.
towards me. But these guidelines are set by federal guidelines and federal laws.
Right.
So it's not just a local.
It's not just that person's
Administrative.
opinion.
Yes, opinion administrative is trying to get these people as far as application. It's higher than that.
Right.
Everybody. You set at a higher standard. So I think those are the things that now that the little things that we try to do is talk to the young people at an early age. Listen, if you want to be here, these are the steps you got to do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's my problem. I try to explain to people is nobody thinks about tomorrow anymore. They
Exactly.
want self-gratification today. And they don't think tomorrow, 5 years from now. Nobody thinks that way. And for instance, prime example, I speak about people that I support tattoos. If you want a tattoo, go get you a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be 18 to 20. Go get some huge gaudy tattoo on your forearm that you think looks cool today. And
Exactly.
5 years from now, you're going to regret getting it. But the biggest part is, what job are you going to have? Today, while you're at home at mama's house, and you might have a part-time job somewhere, you go get this put on your arm, but you don't think about your tomorrow. And that's my whole problem with society is today. Nobody visualizes where they're going to be 5 years from now. And then they end up being stuck in a little bit of a rut because of whatever they did 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, you should have kind of thought about that. And,
Exactly.
And tattoos is the only way to kind of say it so it makes sense. But somebody gets in trouble and gets a little bit of jail time, and they don't think about that little bit of jail time could haunt you the rest of your life.
And it's true, and it's true in a lot of ways. And I think that's the reason why that, what we try to do is push for these young people today to realize, like, look, you can't jump in a hole no more. 10, 20 years ago, you could jump in a hole, got in a little trouble, whatever, and get out of it, and you could be successful. Now it's just different.
That's right. You can.
I mean, times are totally different now. And another thing too is I always try to get people to understand is that, when we have town hall meetings, and I'm not just saying just for the NAACP, but, we have judges and, you have your local officials come out. I think those are very, very crucial times that the community needs to come out. Everybody needs to come out.
That's right. Be part of
it. Because here's the thing, a lot of people say, well, they ain't gonna do anything about it. Well, they're just gonna just let them get away with it. Well, the reason why you get away with it because people don't take you serious.
Well, think about it, and I don't mean to interrupt, but think about if you got 100 different people and 100 different houses at home,
Mm-hmm.
and every one of them is saying the same thing in front of their own family. Well, we can't do nothing. That's 100 people sitting at home saying it. Of course, nothing's going to happen. But you take those very same 100 people and put them in a town hall meeting, and you now become 100 people in the town hall meeting. And come on, how simple can I say that? That's 100% reality, but we can't get people to get off the couch.
Exactly. And, that's one of the reasons why, when we're looking at scheduling this event, that's why I said Tuesday, because I know sometimes on Monday, it's hard for people to get off their jobs on Monday. You go home back to work, you're having kids and stuff. So that's why I say Tuesday will be like a great day because that gives you a time to kind of like, okay, Tuesday, you kind of like in your mode a little bit.
Yeah.
You can make that time. So, we'll encourage everybody to come out. Because it's going to be great. We want all the young kids and parents to ask questions. And another thing I want parents to understand too, as adults too, is, as these youth talk about their problems, don't try to be too, sometimes we can be too harsh or trying to be chastising and be like, well, why are y'all doing this? And you shouldn't be doing this. And I think it's a time to listen and trying to reevaluate things that, not just blame the kid, but trying to do some self-evaluation. Okay, all right. What do we need to do better as parents?
Right.
Is it more that I need to go out to the school? Do I need to get more involved with my kids?
And most of it's involved because, think about it. If your kid's 12 and your kid's now doing something kind of stupid, you can't go, oh, I can't believe my kid did this. Well, from the time your kid was 10, did you start just letting your kid have a little more freedom and you as a parent not pay attention to your kid?
Exactly.
And then by 11, you know, you're really thinking, oh, my kid seems to be doing great. And you back off a little more and give them a little more freedom. And then all of a sudden at 12, something stupid happens and you go, man, I should have saw that.
Exactly.
Why didn't I see that? I could have seen that if I'd been looking. What kind of goes back to parenting?
Exactly.
Your kid, he's expected to do stupid. You know, the kid is a preteen expected to be a little stupid, but it's up to us to kind of teach them and guide them. And I think a lot of parents aren't doing that anymore. So I wasn't trying to interrupt what you were saying, but I wanted people to kind of grab the part of what you're saying too, is it is a lot of the parents' responsibility.
And, you know, it's funny because a lot of times I've always said this. I was like, you know, I can understand a kid not knowing, but man, it's kind of rough when you get the parents to have the same mentality as a kid.
Yes.
So now you're looking like, okay, who's raising who?
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to that old thing of the drug commercial. Where did you learn to do that? I learned it from you, Dad. I mean, your kids are watching everything you do.
Exactly.
And if the kids are watching you be nasty and yelling on the phone, talking about a neighbor, well, how do you think the kid's going to portray how he's supposed to talk to the kid down the street?
Exactly. And like I said, I think that these events, you know, they're great. We're going to also do some more events coming up, and Scotty, you know, we invited you guys to come out, man. Just do a live broadcasting there, and I think it'll be fun, man. And you know, and I think too, when you talk about community-based organization, and this is something that a lot of people don't know, is that there's something called the pastors' alliances, and you know, the pastors, they all get together and they talk amongst each other. And they try to keep us informed of what's going on in the community, which I think is a great thing, because you have a lot of different churches and, you know, everybody views it different. So we encourage, like I said, we encourage your listener, Scotty, to get involved, man. If they have anything that's going on, if they can't get in contact with us, you know, get in contact with you. But, you know, our website is www. Rockdale.
I've actually got it. I just posted it on the Facebook
Oh, okay.
page.
Well, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have phone numbers on there so they can get in contact with us. So we would love to hear, you know, we love the people to come out, you know, every first Monday of every month at 7:30 p.m. Those are meeting hours. Bring your questions, bring your concerns. I mean, bring your kids. And I think it's very important that people bring their kids out to these type of forums, because now if you bring a young person out at a younger age, so now they're understanding what's going on in the community. And, you know, and here's another thing too, Scotty, that I want to talk about too. And I think it's kind of like a big, I don't want to say such a big elephant in the room, is that you have a lot of parents, you know, when they talk about kids in school. And, you know, the one thing they always talk about is sexuality. And one thing I always tell parents, and I've always invited people, is listen, you know, come as you are, you know, because that's one thing, you know, dealing with the NAACP, a lot of people don't feel like, oh, you know, because we this way, they're not going to represent us or help us. No, that's not the case at all.
Well, now y'all are more, and this is where I wanted people to understand when I brought you on the first time, is stereotyping. A lot of the people say NAACP is only helping black people. They don't care about white people. That's the stereotype that y'all have been given. Right. The funny thing is NAACP is about fighting stereotyping.
Exactly.
How oxymoron, how opposite can the two things be? You're being stereotyped as you only do this when you actually are there to help everybody. You're more equal opportunity for human beings, and people just have it in their brains that it's the other way. And the problem is the narrow-mindedness is the problem.
Exactly.
So the very same people that are saying, well, that's all they do, that's why they do what they do. That stereotyping is why the NAACP has to be out there to protect people. And again, it's not just for blacks anymore, where everybody, and I shouldn't even say anymore.
Yeah.
The problem is that anymore that I just said even fell into the stereotype. It's not that way, and we shouldn't see it that way anymore, should be the correct way for me to say it.
Exactly. And that's like, you know, the first time I met you, you know, we was having the voters registration. You know, when people register to vote, we want everybody to register to vote. you know, it doesn't matter who you voting for, what candidacy, and what party, you know. And I think that's one thing that I have done as a vice president is like I really try to get out to all parties. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. You know, come to the meetings and express your views and points. And one thing that I've always encouraged people to do is look, you know, you got to vote for who's going to do the job, who's going to make things better for the community and for you know, for you and your family. You know, we don't decide in the NAACP like, hey, we don't choose no political party. We don't do that. And that's one thing we don't do, and we would never do that. And I always invite people to come out, you know, share your views, and talk about things. And one thing I can say is that the local officials here in the counties, Rockdale and Newton County, they have done a great job. Every time we have asked them to come out to support us, they've always come out, as in going down from, you know, the police department, the sheriff department, the judges, and the county commissioners. So I mean, they're always very, very supportive of the NAACP and the things that we do in the community. I like to add also too is the biggest thing that I tell people too is, you know, if you have a situation going on, you know, make sure you tell us the whole truth. And I think a lot of times people, you know, they come to me, they be like, well, I'm gonna tell you what they did. And I'd be like, okay, I'd be like, tell me the whole truth.
Yeah. What did you do anything that might have triggered?
Yeah, to trigger that. And I've always said that because a lot of times you have people, you know, they come to you and they be like, oh, they ain't do anything for me. But I'm looking at your case. We're looking at your case and we're like, there's a bunch of holes here. You know, we can't just, I mean, you can't just go out there and fight wrong. You can't just go down, march down. You know, your kid is dead wrong. And you can't just want everybody to stop I-20 and have a march going on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not the case. I mean, you have to be right and all the way right.
Well, yeah, because they're asking you to put your name on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
and you know
your foundation's name.
Yes. And then a lot of people don't understand that. So listen, I love to help anybody out, but please be right and please come and tell the truth, you know, what's going on, because, you know, you might feel like, well, that's not important. And to say, yes, it is, because once you get in a court of a law, I mean, everything come out.
Well, and they find the holes.
Find things that we don't even think about and look at.
And what's bad is if the opposing lawyer has the information that you're not aware of, and here you are, the NAACP, you're supposed to be helping this person, and then y'all only look at the lady and go, I wish you would have told me this.
Exactly.
I can't help you now because you've lied and I don't know. I try to tell people, human beings in general, that they never want to make themselves look bad.
Exactly.
When they want to tell you something bad, they try to sugarcoat it to make themselves look better. But I have a way of living where I've had somebody that threatened, I'm going to go tell this and I'm going to tell this. And the way I look at it is I will cut my own throat before I give you that. Before I let you think you have something on me, before I let you think you're going to run and tell something, I'll bust myself out before I let you enjoy doing it. And I'm going to make sure I tell the real version, then you sugarcoat yours and twist it to make it sound better for you. But that's the problem with most people, though. Most people don't want to just bust themselves out. They want to say, well, I really didn't show up late. It says 8, but it was really only like 3. Come on, be honest.
Exactly.
Just be honest.
You know, I'm
they wouldn't have fired you if you'd only been late 3 times.
You know, I'm gonna give a famous quote from this great guy, Riche McKnight. He's a big time lawyer, and a family member. He said, "You only good." He said, "Your attorney is only good as you make them." And when he made that statement, he was like, don't leave nothing out. And so I was like,
because what makes them great is the information.
The information. Right. And that's the thing about it. And so that's the thing I always tell people, you know, when you have things going on, you know, let's tell us the truth. I mean, even though if it may look bad, at least we know the truth. At least we can get you the right help.
Right.
So, and you know, that's important. So, and like I say, I like to encourage people to go to the website. Because a lot of events that goes on, we try to post them on our website. And also if there's, and like I said, it don't matter which church you go to, what ethnic group you are. Listen, if you have an event, give us a call give us the information and we will put it on our website for you guys. And I also want to thank you, Scotty, for just being a great supporter of the NAACP. Because you let us come on, you just talk, and we had the community basketball going on that day, so it was great.
And I'm a supporter of humans. That's the thing that's the thing that gets me. Of course, people try to listen to the show and hear the comedy or the craziness, and I try to explain to people that when you see Brad Pitt act in a movie and he's shooting people, do you think that's the real Brad Pitt? No, he's an actor. Exactly. So I have a problem where people meet me and they go, "Well, I heard you on the show and you were busting out Redneck Steph about being short," and I'm like, it's a show. Yep. But now let's really sit down and have a talk, because in reality, I wouldn't help all these charities if I didn't truly want to. I wouldn't truly do all the things. Like, we have a homeless lady right now who is in her
she needs the tent.
Yeah, she's in her 50s. She just got out of an extremely abusive relationship about 2 years ago. She's super religious. She has some emotional problems, has a certified dog, that the state is giving her to help her. But until her Social Security and all this money comes in to help her, she's homeless, and she would rather not live with the other homeless people because of drugs. So we've had people, kind of picking, going, well, we've tried to talk to her, and she's crazy. Hello, she had a dude beating on her for 10 years.
Exactly.
I mean, hello, there's going to be a little bit of a problem. She is homeless. And the big thing is, okay, we're all just a couple paychecks away from being homeless.
Exactly.
Yes.
Some are just closer than others. And it drives me nuts as humans, because if the economy fell right now, if the electricity turned off right now, the dude with the $10,000 Rolex and the guy with the 25-cent bubblegum machine watch are equivalent. Those two people now are equals. Right. When society falls, there's nothing left on this planet. You're equals. When you die and you go before God, you are equals. You might try to drive to that pearly gate in that, $500,000 Lambo, that $500,000 Lambo, and this other guy comes up on a kick and go skateboard or something. But when the door opens, you're both going to have to walk through the door. Amen. Neither one of you driving the Lambo through the gate. You're walking through the gate. Right. And the Rolexes stay outside the gate too. And I just can't get people to understand, as human beings. My wife saw a sticker yesterday that said coexist. And it reminded me of a TV show. There was a movie and then it was a TV show, and it was called Alien Nation.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't realize subliminally what was happening in the movie Alien Nation. In the movie Alien Nation, you had white folks and black folks being forced to live with aliens. And what you don't realize is the lessons that you were actually, even though you think it's just a sci-fi show, they're trying to teach you how to coexist in life. Just because you're different doesn't mean you should hate. And here it was, just a sci-fi show, and nobody got it. Nobody got it. I keep telling people, do you not get the message? There's messages written in front of you every day. Take off your sunglasses. Put you on some Scotty glasses if you have to, so you can see the damn message.
Yeah, that's like, I don't know how many of y'all saw the show True Blood. And in it, they were actually using the vampires to... what's the word I'm looking for, as the gay society.
Oh,
that's what they came out.
Well, think of the Wizard of Oz. You just took a scarecrow with no brains, hooked them up with a little white girl wearing some crazy shoes and a dog, and send her through the woods, and meet up with this metal dude with no heart, and meet up with a lion with no courage. And all these people from different places, don't even have to use the word nationality, but basically that's what it is.
Exactly.
And you sent them to the city. So you sent the little country girl and these other folks to the city to try to get something they needed. Nobody understands the whole story behind what you're reading. And it just blows my mind. Y'all pay attention to what's really happening in front of your eyes.
Thomas, I have a question, because I posted about the event on the 17th.
Yes, ma'am.
And someone just texted me and said the only Ball Ground Rock Baptist Church that's coming up is in Woodstock. The event is not in Woodstock.
No, ma'am. It's in Rockdale County. It's Ball Ground Baptist Church. Do we have an address on here? Yes, it's 2284 Old
You
Covington
writing it
Road.
down? Here.
2284 Old Covington Road.
Yes, if they go to the website,
That's right down the street from Rob's.
yes.
Thank you.
I'm thinking where that is.
Me too.
You know where the Farmers National Bank is at?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make that right at that light, and they're right down the left hand side, maybe 500 yards on the
Is
left.
it right across from the playground?
Bef-
And is that the church you're talking about? There's a playground and a basketball court over here, and it's
Before you
On the
get
other
to the
side?
Earl O'Neill Soccer Complex.
Yes.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, if you go to the website, it's on the website, and you have and then when you look at the events that's going on, and it has it on the website. If you actually go to the website and click on it, and you will see it there. And like I say, we want everybody to come out, man. We want everybody, all the churches, everybody in the area to come out. Listen, we really need to pack these event centers of what's going on, because now when we have things that goes on with the kids in our community and everything, we have events that goes on with our kids in the community. Now these judges and these elected officials are really going to take us serious, because now they know that, we as a community, we're going to come out and we're going to support all of these kids. We're going to support everybody. Everybody can support each other. So now you have actions that happens a whole lot faster now.
Right.
Versus, let's take, for example, I'm gonna give you a great example right quick. Let's take the Baltimore incident happened with the young man. Has the community outpoured and outraged. But here's the thing about it though. The one thing that I see that was a big failed system is, and I go back to say this is like, how often, what kind of communication do the city and the community have together? What kind of working relationship do they have? Like, who is that person that represent them that can reach out to the community?
Right.
And I think that's and that's the problem that you have, and that just like the incidents that stopped, I think with the young man, I think it was either Michael Brown or the Freddie guy in New York, when everybody was riding downtown Atlanta, one of the things that, we made sure was like, listen, we don't need this out here. So let's kind of keep things, on a straight and narrow. So that's the thing about, the working relationship. And that's one thing that, as Sheriff Levitt, that we work hard on, that we don't have these incidents, that, we always work together. So, and that's the thing that is very important when you start talking about with community-based organization, but also as a people, we have to do our part in showing up at these events.
Yeah.
Yes.
And express our concerns. Now, and what I mean by express our concerns, let's be respectful to our local officials, because there's a lot on the plate. So we just can't expect to go to one meeting and everybody have 100 different opinions, and we gonna think 80% of the opinions gonna get fixed within the next month. It just don't work.
Everything takes time.
It takes time.
Right.
So, but the thing is that your local officials are hearing your concerns, and now they're
now aware of it.
They're not
Right.
aware of it, because a lot of things they might not be aware of.
Right.
So,
Because what happens in your neighborhood where you're sitting, I don't know.
exactly.
And you don't know about mine. And granted, everybody lives on Facebook, but that doesn't mean everybody reads that part. I mean,
Exactly.
you have to go tell these people there's a problem, or they don't know.
And it's funny, and I know I'm short for time here. I want to get this in. And it's one thing that I always encourage people to is this right here. People always say, and I think, Scotty, we talked about this. We wasn't even on the air, but we were just talking about this when we was at the courts. People always talk about communities and what drives a community. What makes a good county?
Mm-hmm.
What makes this county more livable than other counties? One thing I always tell people this, and I've learned this from moving: school systems.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Pure bottom line.
That's right. Well, because
And-
families have to go that direction.
Exactly. And the thing is, and this is something I always express out to the Black community is this: listen, you want to know the reason why people want to live over here versus over there? I said, look at the school system.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But they say, well, you know, our kids, no. People, you know, housing rating goes off of a school system.
That's right.
Mhm.
You want to know where the most houses at, the most expensive homes at? Go look at them schools.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They have the better schools. And this is something that I've always tried to get people to understand. And I think my minority brothers and sisters, I try to get them to understand that, listen, nobody's picking on you. We just giving you the facts of the reality is.
Right.
Right.
And
You
thank
know-
you for that. I like the wording of that.
Yeah.
The facts of the reality.
Yes.
And that's the word I try to tell everybody. I'm like, dude, everybody needs Scotty glasses. Y'all need to see this.
Yes.
It's reality. Quit
And-
living in a false world.
You know something, Scott, and I want to say this too. And this is something that I told my neighbor. Last Friday, my neighbor called me. He said, hey man, the young lady came to my house to fight my daughter with two guys, with two young men. So I said, the first thing I said, is the GBI agent home? He said, no. I said, okay. I already knew what to do. I said, listen, man. So what you need to do is call the cops,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
call 911,
Yeah.
tell them what's going on, right?
Exactly.
Here's the thing what happened, Scotty. Oh, you know, my wife, she's going to go out there and just talk to him. So,
No.
And
Hell, just don't even go
no,
outside.
you know what I
Don't
said?
even
I said,
go
okay, fine. But I say this to say this. Later on the night, people in the neighborhood tell me, hey, man, they got it. It was deep out here. They were trying to lock my man up. He called me. He said, you know, man, he said, man, I'm going to be honest with you. Thank you for telling me the information I needed to know. He said, you know, they trying to lock me up because of the situation, because my daughter took off, ran to the other kid house and fought the young lady, and they called the cops. They had me in the squad car ready to haul me off to jail. And I'm like, and I'm just saying to myself is, this is something I always tell people: give people the information they needed when they need it
Right.
From the beginning.
from the beginning.
Right.
So that way, when
Yes.
things happen, they can't never say, "Well, you didn't tell me that.
Oh yeah, I
Right.
didn't know.
I didn't know."
I didn't know.
So
Yeah.
and so in this incident, and this is something that goes back to, you know, with people we talk about, and this is a classic example of people always say, well, what's going on in these communities? Well, this is the problem that goes on in a lot of communities, especially the minority communities, is that, you know, we had this whole thing about no snitching, which I think the stupidest thing I've
Right.
ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, right? You know something? You keep saying no snitching, and you want a reason why your property value are low. People
Yeah.
don't want to live beside you.
Why is your society
Yeah.
falling apart? Because y'all
And-
are all just standing there keeping your
Yeah,
mouth
so-
shut.
And then when things happen, and you know, and I explained to the guy, I said, listen, man, I said, look, I said, we're not, I said, dude, I said, we don't live in this type of neighborhood. This is not the neighborhood for that.
Well, it's not 1970.
Yeah. And I said, the thing is, and you know, the funny thing about it is when I talk to people about, you know, school systems and homes, well, here's the thing. A lot of that comes from parenting saying, you know, it's okay. Like you said before, you let your kids start sliding and getting away with little small things. Now, these small things become bigger issue. So now what do you have? Now you have this big elephant in the room now with the communities. So now everybody is trying to bring out all these help groups to get these communities back on track, you know, and here's a funny thing about it. And I'm gonna word it in a way that people can understand it. You know, a lot of people don't realize what happened with Atlanta School District. You know, and what I mean by that is everybody say, oh, these educators, they got these time and they got 20 years, and you know, and I'm sorry the lady passed away, but when you put the Scotty glasses on, Scott, I know you changed your glasses the last time I was here too.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing, Scotty. When you put your Scotty glasses on, I explain to people all the time. I say, do you really know reason why they got that much time for? And everybody look at me like, because they cheated and they did. I said, I said, do you really know why they're using that? It's called economics, school systems. School system drives new business here.
That's right.
It drives home values up. You talking
Bigger
about
picture.
bigger
Bigger
picture.
picture.
You can't
Yes.
look at the small picture.
I'm so glad he's
Yes.
saying it that way because
You
people
know,
don't see
People
it.
don't see it
And
that way.
the thing is that when them home values went from 800,000, you about to lose your accreditation.
That's right.
Now your home value sitting at 400,000.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Scotty, be like, hey, bro, we
Mhm.
boys, but hey, dude, there's a problem.
That's right.
Right.
Mhm.
We need it. I don't
We
want to
gotta
hear.
fix this.
Yeah, now I don't want you talking about you gonna get on the radio station talking about, I mean, I'm gonna get the crowd going. No, we need to do more than that.
Mhm.
Right.
That's the reason why that a lot of people don't understand. You know the reason why Clayton County is not the best place to live at?
The
School system.
School system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you look at Clayton County schools, if you look at their business development, they have one of the most busiest counties as far as economic in the whole
Yes.
greater Atlanta area. You want to know the
But-
reason? But the biggest elephant in the room
Mhm.
is the school system.
School system.
Yes.
You want to know the reason why Forsyth County is one of the greatest counties to live in? I'm gonna tell you, Scott. I'm from North Carolina.
Mhm.
Texas and North Carolina are the top two states in the United States of America as far as real estate. That's not me coming out and saying it. That's what CNN put out.
Right.
Okay. I've never seen a county like Forsyth County, Georgia. And look, I'm not hating on them.
You got to
I
admire it.
admire them.
Mhm.
I admire them to the fullest. And I sit back and I take notes off of them.
Mhm.
Tell me, and I'm not throwing no shades because I'm from South Carolina originally. And look, we had the double wide trailers, you underpin them and stuff,
That's
and that's
right.
your home. But you tell me any other county that you can put a mobile home and then have a $500,000 houses and
Mhm.
no value getting lost.
That's right.
Try that in any other county, see what happens.
And you know what sucks is you have that and you think, why can't everybody model after them?
Exactly.
Right.
Why can't our county commissioners and our mayors of our cities and our city councils, why can't they model after what they see works somewhere else? And does it become a power issue? Well, you know, I'm gonna prove to people I can do this. Well, if you want to prove something, let your ego go and prove being successful instead of trying to be the top dog in the room.
Exactly.
And stop trying to build a new model when there's always already a model.
right.
Don't
Exactly.
reinvent the wheel.
Don't
Just
reinvent the wheel.
Fix what you
reinvent
got.
the wheel. Yeah.
But here's the thing about it. And I know a lot of people always say, yeah, but that county, there used to be a county that you couldn't go to before. Okay.
That was the stereotype. That was what, 20 years
That was
ago?
about 20, 30 years
Yeah,
ago.
Get
that was
over it.
30 years
Exactly.
ago.
I was in high school when that was going on.
And the thing about it is, I'm like, yeah, I get that, but here's reality of now. You know what I'm saying? So like I said again,
But that 20 years ago, though, goes back to that old mentality. And when
Exactly.
are we going to be smarter than all that?
exactly.
I can't understand it because I look at not money wise. I don't want anybody to think this is money or anything to do with finances when I say this, though. But you look at where I'm at and you look at down the road where the duplexes are. Whether those guys living there are poor, whether I am or not, the fact that their attitude versus my attitude is different. And the thing that sucks is when you look at a white man and a black man living in the Virginia Highlands area,
Mhm.
when they both walk out at the mailbox, they're both waving, they're both nice, they're, educated. And I don't mean because they went to college. I mean, they're educated because they're smart enough to know better.
Exactly.
And that's my problem is we're now 2015 fixing to be 16. And aren't we smarter than all this? We're not 1970 anymore. Aren't we smarter than this?
You know it's funny, Scotty, and this is something that, like, I have family members from up north. They always say the statement right here, and I think everybody in the room probably gonna know the statement I'm about to say is that, people in the South, y'all slow.
Yeah.
And, when I was a kid, I was like, we used to get offended about it. So we used to always want to fight our family members from the North. I mean,
Right.
your kids, they always feel it's better than we are.
Right.
But now, I look at it, I'd be like, not so fast. I'd be like, because look at what you guys do. And look how we live in the South.
Right.
And I think that, when they look at the South, they always think of just racism.
Right.
Yes.
But the thing that they don't understand, and I've always said this too, when you talk about United States, I always say it's like it's almost two different United States. Because in the South, we don't like riding together. I mean, we all friends in this room. Me and Scotty be boys, but guess what, though? I want to drive my own car.
I want to leave when I want to.
Yeah, when Scotty want to take off, Scotty
That's
gonna
right.
take off. When I want to leave and do something,
That's right.
he's gonna do that. But I think you have two United States. I mean, what I mean is we are all one United States, but I'm
Right.
saying it's two different type of living.
Well, it's just different
Yes.
mentalities.
It's different mentalities. And I think in the South, look, one thing I can respect about the South more than any other thing, listen, if somebody don't like you, you gonna know they don't like you.
Right.
They gonna
Bless
put
your
it out there.
heart.
They gonna let you know.
Right.
And I can respect that.
And that's what
Right.
I appreciate about
And that's
the
what I
South.
appreciate about the South. But I think
But like one of my New York friends, dude, by the way he speaks, you would not think he's friends with me. And I'm just like, dude, you know that we don't talk like that down here. And he's just screaming and cussing at me the whole time. And I'm like, if this is how you folks up there show love and affection, no wonder y'all all want to kill each other.
Exactly.
Right.
So, so I like I said, I just look, I think the whole community out here, for coming out and supporting things that we do. And I also want to thank this radio station, man. And because you guys definitely is another voice for us to get the word out and get positive information out. And Scotty, and also well is that you guys, if you guys need us, just let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And also definitely want to thank our sponsorships, because a lot of things that goes on with the NAACP when we have events and stuff. You need drinks. You need water.
Mhm.
We have
Food.
sponsored food and stuff like that. We have sponsorships like Cordell Association, like I said, the Georgia Pack and Lowe's, the Vintage. These are just some of the organizations that just helps us out, like the Longhorn here in the area. Definitely get out and support the Longhorn. Your local Longhorns, because they do a great job as a restaurant with the NAACP. They have a big King's Day breakfast at the Longhorn. We invite everybody to come out. So
Well, it's important to be seen in your neighborhood. It's
Exactly.
important to be seen in your
Yes.
community.
exactly. So I know I got to run, but like I said, if you guys ever need us, we there for you. Scotty, you have my
Yes, sir.
number. Stephanie, you have my number.
Yes.
So also, just come out and support us
All right.
and everything. If you
That's
guys ever
definitely
need
with us.
anything, but look,
And any of the big stuff, we really and truly this year, even a couple of my sponsors have said, man, you really hadn't done a whole lot of events out this year. And I went, well, think about it. Over the summer, it was either 97 to 100 or
Yes.
pouring down raining.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought we were going to have a building the boat party just a couple days ago. A couple days ago, I thought, dude, Noah called. He needed some hands. We was going to get together and go build a boat. I didn't know where we were sailing to, but as long as we was floating, I was down for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But this year's just been a little off because of all the weird weather and stuff. That's one thing I wish that we had more of a community-based hall. Like I know that we have this gym over near where the project area is, or the housing authority, if you will, because project sounds so bad. The gym though, I know a couple people went to
JP Car.
JP Car.
yeah,
yeah.
they went to go use it, and it was like, well, you were going to have to pay a $500 rental fee, and I'm thinking,
Whoa.
Jesus Christ, aren't you? Don't you belong to us, the county, and you're going to make
Well,
us rent it like
I
that?
tell you what, Scott. I tell you what. When you guys having events like that, get with me,
Okay,
and we'll see if we can get worked out.
yeah, because
Okay, yeah, we
and
definitely
we'll
will.
do that.
there's so many things we want to do. There's just
Yeah.
not a location.
Exactly. And
I need a location.
And that's the biggest thing that we face now with the Freedom Fund Banquet. Is the location here? Is that it's so hard to have a venue here that's going to hold about 350 people, 400 people sometimes when you want to have this type of event.
Right.
So, but just get with me.
Okay.
When you guys want to have events and stuff like that, we can see who we can talk to. You know.
Oh, I'm all for it. Like I
Yeah.
volunteered years ago. I love how I give people ideas and then they run with it. But I told City of Conyers, I said, look, I'll come up here. I'll set up my own projection screen, my own projector, my own sound for free. And we can do a night movie, like a drive-in theater type movie once a month for free. Oh, well, we'll rent you this position and this spot, and then we'll this, and they'll charge. I'm like, you realized I just told you I was going to come do this for you for free, and you want me to pay to do something for you for free. So I just kind of backed away from it. But that's the problem that I find is here we have a few of us in the entertainment world that's willing to come out and help do things, but yet, you know, somebody tries to make $1 off of us when we're not trying to make $1 off of anything. We're just trying to volunteer to help, you know,
Exactly.
to give back a little bit.
Well, we've got to pay some bills.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I got to shut off the commercial too.
Yeah.
So. All right.
Hey.
Well, thanks for coming in,
Thank
brother,
you.
man.
Hey, thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.
All right.
Thank you.
Hey, make sure everybody tell them again one time before you disappear
It's
how to find you.
Hey, you can find me on the website. It's and she just put it on Facebook. It's www.rockdalenwcp.org.
.org.
Dot
But you
org.
have to click your page doesn't transition anymore.
Yes.
So you have to click the click here link.
Yeah.
Doc can share it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
can share it. And like I say, every first Monday of every month, 7:30 p.m., Macedonia Baptist Church, we have a meeting. We invite the whole community to come out. Let me say this again. Bring your concerns, bring your issues. We don't care what gender, nationality you are, whatever you are, ethnic group, just come out, bring your concerns, bring it to us, and we will make sure that action get taken care of. And want to say thank you guys.
All right, man.
All right,
Thanks
thank
for coming
you.
in.
All right,
We're
thank
going
you.
to shoot off the commercial. We'll be right back, everybody.
You better hurry.
What?
They have night meetings you can go to. Not day meetings.
of here. I got some meetings.
All right, brother, man. I appreciate you coming in. That's awesome.
It's good seeing you
Oh, my God. I was stiff this morning.
Man, it's good.
Brother,
come on out, man.
anytime,
Yeah,
man.
come on
And
out.
I'm going to try to make sure we get out to that.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be very important. What I want to start doing is just doing more of that stuff and just trying to just like I'm not trying to be a mobile guy. I just want to fix what we got.
Yeah.
Work with people.
Yeah, I just want to fix what we got.
Yeah.
Are you seriously breaking in line?
I'm breaking in line. I'm going to buy this printer.
Go buy what? She's like, watch the up. Yes, it is, Steph, my love.
Whew. I just went running through the house. I put marks on it with my phone. Sounds like 7:14. I went, oh shit, I want to put like 4 commercials on with 30 seconds apiece. I'm like, oh my God, that's only 2 minutes. Like, yeah, I gotta hurry. So was I. So it's like.
Oh, you got it again.
Okay.
Came out of the wall.
What do you do?
I keep tripping on her cord because Steph is trying to kill me
You
for
can
my
swap
life
seats now.
insurance money.
So, where are you going to the wax place?
That new one over there by Publix
Yeah, when are you going?
today.
Okay, so here's the things that yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I have to do another thing.
I'll see if I can find it.
You go to the bathroom with me.
Steal the damn thing.
That's what.
What?
You know, Ashley's gonna kick your butt.
You don't bring her around me. I'm safe.
I will when it comes to her Superman. But how funny is it though? They went to Metropolis and see, I love Batman. So they brought.
Well, they didn't go to hell. So you didn't get to see him.
Yeah, but I got brought back Batman stuff from Metropolis.
Oh, that's so cool. Benny wanted to buy Scotty a Star Wars watch the other day, and I was like, no.
Yeah, there's some new ones out I saw.
Because I was like, no, you don't give people watches. And she's like, what? I was like, because then your love will run out.
Huh?
That's it. Yeah, you've never heard
Stop.
that?
Save that from when we go back. Don't go no further. It's not bad, but that could be something to talk about. Don't ruin it. Just hang on to that one.
So what are you going right after the show?
I think so. I got to check.
I want to go
Crystal.
just.
All right, stop. Keep talking.
Hello.
Keep talking. Go back where you were. Keep talking.
I want to go watch.
Hold on. Again.
I want to go watch.
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 Okay. Hold on.
Hey, guess what? I want to go watch.
You
Again.
really want to
I
go
want to
watch?
go watch.
Again.
I'm going to watch.
Okay. Hold on. Again.
I
Who's
want to go
knocking?
watch.
Keep going.
I want to go watch.
Keep going.
I want to go watch.
Keep going.
I want to go watch.
That's good enough.
I saw
There's
somebody
people
there.
upstairs, y'all.
Somebody's knocking on the door.
Say, come in.
Come down. Come in. Come down.
There's kids upstairs, y'all.
Oh.
I told you somebody's upstairs.
But
But it was somebody
it was so, yeah.
Who cares if they? Okay. There's this thing they invented called a doorknob, and if somebody really wanted to come down here, they would open the door.
Yeah.
Well, we
if
thought
they're
they
kids,
were knocking
can't
on
open
that.
it.
We thought they were knocking on
Mhm.
that door.
Did you see anybody?
No, we had to
No.
get
There's
up
this
to
glass
look.
door. Yeah, but once you were standing there, you kept saying, "Come in," and you didn't see anybody.
No, then we were hollering at them up the steps.
The kids can't open the
If
door.
you were hollering up the steps, they're already in, Stephanie.
That's why I said come down.
Hold on. We're going live. Y'all are so missing this. Stephanie walks up to a glass door where you can see through the door. She,
Hey, I wasn't
she
alone.
thinks she hears somebody knocking and she's going, "Come in,
She threw Doc under the bus. I wasn't alone. Doc was there.
come in." And then she says, "Well, apparently they weren't outside. They were upstairs knocking on the door." Well, if they were upstairs, Steph, they were already in.
That's why I was saying come down.
Well, see, and that's why I told you. I've seen horror movies, and you were going by yourself. You never let a friend go somewhere by themselves when you hear knocking.
Yeah, but
That's why I've seen
But-
it, and I stayed right
but
here.
you don't see a lot of black folks in horror movies.
No,
they-
You know why?
because we don't.
Because typically black folks don't play with spirits.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Are they
Except
the
for
first
you and
ones-
Benny, y'all damn drive around with one in the car.
Are they the first ones to get killed?
Oh, why you got stereotypes?
No, it is.
She says it after he leaves.
Oh my God. There went that whole being politically correct today. Leave it to the redneck. Where's the lesbian?
It's a lesbian here.
Are you gay?
I just want to go ask him if he's gay. Stephanie, you can't ask that question. Why not? I'll ask it politely.
No, because I said you can't do that. It's not politically correct or
Besides
whatever.
her going, is the lesbian area? Yeah.
No, I said, Stephanie, it's not polite to ask that. Well, I'll ask politely.
Is that a new bar?
Did you bring in the wood?
Yes.
You brought the
So
wood.
did you hear
brought
me?
the
I
wood.
played a song this morning that I meant to play again when you got here, but it's by Sugar Ray. And every time it says, every morning would I wake up. Oh, never mind. Doc ain't getting it.
I don't get it. It's okay though. It's okay.
You know why? It's Thursday.
Mhm.
And she,
It's
ha-
ladies talk, and I feel all right.
and she hasn't been here to understand what's happening.
I'm gonna get me a new white man.
You can't.
I suggest you do that. Good luck with that. Let me know how that works for
I'm
you.
going to Loganville. I saw a bunch of them over there.
Yeah, I don't know that they would have you.
Yes, they would.
Not the way you think.
Everybody wants. Everybody wants brown sugar.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh,
So wait,
God.
hold on.
Wait. So if we ever were to get that thing that I wanted worked out with the skating ring stuff,
Yeah.
Mm.
we would have to go get her one of them old jackets that you would wear. That's the shiny material with like the blue and white stripe, you know? But we'd have to get her the brown one with the yellow stripe and have some weird patch put on the back that says brown sugar.
That's right. Brown
And then her coming there
sugar.
roller skating.
We're
One of those-
going to Goodwill. We're going to all of them to try to find one. 'Cause
One
we
of
have
those
I'm going to
disco
Goodwill
jackets.
today because I'm looking for some more boots. Yeah, one of the disco type jackets.
Now I went to Goodwill. When was that? Tuesday. I didn't see any boots, but they had these.
Not cowboy boots.
No, they were.
Okay.
No, I didn't see any boots.
I need you to speak English. Spit your dip out, please.
but they had these heels that were very.
What the hell are you looking at those for? Are you stripping again?
No, but you could wear.
She had to
these
think about it.
strip.
She had to think about it.
I didn't know they did that down at the cattle auction.
And
They have a lingerie show at Ben and Jerry's. I've been wanting to go in
Ben
there.
and Jerry's.
Yeah, that
ice cream.
no.
Hank and Jerry's.
So is the Ben and Jerry's. Is the Ben and Jerry's lingerie show where you get the sweaty balls?
That's right. You know, it's the simple things that just come out of Doc's mouth that we love so much.
Yeah, because I want to go in there because they have that sign on the back.
Why are you
What
going in the
sign?
back?
They have that sign that says no colors, but people think that it's no colors, but it's really not. It refers to
Oh.
motorcycle stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Because
that's
you
why I wanna
had
go
me
in
there
there.
for a minute.
Yeah, that's why I want to go in there, but I need a friend to go in there with me.
There's
Just-
black folks that go in there, by the way.
I've never been there, honestly. I've never been to Hank and Jerry's.
Yeah, but you don't go in bars by yourself.
We should
Scott.
make a field trip out of it.
I would love that. I love Just for Fun Radio field trips.
They
And-
would be pissed if we showed up with 20 people.
Speaking of field trips, so I know that you're into Star Wars. Benny's into Star Wars, so
Me too.
We're and see. And
Shut up.
You shut up.
Oh my goodness!
It was supposed to
everyone,
be about me.
So you ain't the only one that likes Star Wars.
boys
You just leave
and
that cup and shut
girls.
up.
No.
Boys. Okay,
Are
Steph.
we getting on the bus or something? Why do I feel like it?
If you stop talking to him, he won't have anyone to talk to. Okay, so just. shh.
I hear
know.
voices, chick. Don't worry. I'll keep myself busy.
Yeah, so we're walking through the store.
Jar of peanut butter, jar of Vaseline. I'm set.
Oh my gosh!
The look on her face. All right, go ahead.
I'm trying to tell this very
Let's
lovely
hear it.
story. So Benny and I are walking through the store, and she looks over and she's like, "Oh, they've got all this Star Wars stuff," because we were in Target, and they had a coffee cup, and it was like $20. And I was like, "She goes,
Crap.
can I get that for Scotty?" Okay, go ahead.
Hang on. Because then I got to tell you some other stuff about Star Wars. Just for fun. Radio.
Shut up, Steph.
And it was a hang up, too. Okay, so go ahead.
So she's like, "Can I get this coffee mug?" I was like, "Well, honey, Scotty already has coffee.
Not a
mugs."
Star Wars one.
And I was like, "Let's
Listen, you better stop trying to cheat me out of my stuff.
If any woman buys you a coffee mug, it will be me or Crystal, okay?"
If your
Yeah.
wife wants to buy me a Star Wars coffee mug, you do not stop her.
No, so then
It's Star Wars coffee mug, for Christ's sakes.
so then she starts looking at the blankets and she's like, "Oh, this would be really cool for Scotty and Crystal on the couch." And I'm like,
I want you to just hang on to that. Just keep
Okay.
saying it, but don't say nothing I need to hear.
Don't worry, we don't ever do that.
So I'm like, well, honey, I said, usually I don't like to buy people blankets because everyone has different blanket tastes. You know, some people are allergic to cotton, some people are allergic to fleece. And so I was like, let's don't get him a blanket. So then she gets fixated on the Star Wars watches. And she's
And
like,
they've got some cool ones. I looked at them the other day.
yeah, she's like, oh, honey, we got to get him this watch. I
I
was
want
like,
a Darth Vader watch.
I said, no, that's the one that she was
Mm.
looking at too. I said, no, we're not buying him a watch. And she's like, why? I said, because if you buy him a watch, then our love will run out. And she's like, huh?
I'm trying to figure that one out.
I was like, it's a, you know, my mama always told
It's
me,
a watch.
my mom always said,
It's not a Rolex, but it's still a watch.
my mama always said, don't buy a watch for anybody.
Life is
That,
like a box of chocolates.
When did you ever listen to your mama?
I listen to her on certain things, you know, but she said that.
What?
Okay, that's
That-
enough. You're interrupting the show. Keep going.
So I had to listen to her on certain things. And she said, you never give a watch to somebody that you love because then your love will run out and they'll leave your life. I was like, I don't ever want my love with Scotty to run out. And I never want him to leave my life. So we can't buy him the
You
watch.
shut those little remarks up and get me my watch, my coffee mug, or whatever else she wants to buy me.
Blanket.
Blanky.
So listen, watch this.
He needs a blankie.
Whoa.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that.
And it's supposed to be a rug, but it's going on the wall.
That's
Because
sweet.
you're not standing on my Star Wars.
I'm standing.
Heck no.
I'm gonna stand sideways on the wall.
I got a Wookiee blanket.
Show her that wood again. You got
what Wookiee is.
you got a Woody on what blanket?
Wookiee.
It wasn't one of mine, was it? I don't want to sleep with that one.
Hey, do you want to hold my wood?
Yes, let me hold your wood.
Here, stroke her wood.
She be stroking.
That's what I be doing.
Everybody needs to go to video. She walks outside, Mr. Raven's renovations. She walks outside and picks up a leftover piece of 1x6 pine and goes, hey. She comes in the house with this piece of wood and writes in black marker, morning.
Wood.
So now she can hold it up and it's a piece of wood and it says morning wood. Wow.
I'm like the UFC girl that walks and does the little
Chick, you look nothing
Shut
like
up!
the UFC girl. Wait a minute. You might look like the girl that Ronda Rousey's going to beat the hell out of this weekend.
Oh, I
At the
can't
end
wait
of
to
the-
see that
At
fight.
the end of the match, you might look like her.
You know what? I'm about to hit you with this wood.
You are not Hacksaw Jim Duggan. You're not hitting me with a piece of pine.
you're about to talk and look like Mike Tyson because I'm about to hit you with it.
Turn this way, Denise, with it.
My goodness gracious, friends. The morning show just keeps going.
Write it fatter because
Okay.
you can't read it on the
I get
camera.
to make it bigger on the wood.
That's right. Make your wood look
Huh,
bigger.
Fatter wood.
Fatter wood.
Fatter wood.
So what else do we got today? It's got to be funny.
My morning wood.
Well,
Wait, I don't have. Never mind.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't think that it's a funny, but I think this is a definite need to know.
All right, let's hear it.
So this morning, you know, I go through my emails in the morning and I have an email from, it says neighborhood alert kids.
Hold on one second. You do know if you turn the marker the other direction,
I
it makes
know,
it
but
fat.
won't fit.
You got to get the fat
Right
wood.
on the other side then. Hold on, let that side dry. Look at this. We got a call from New York. How is this even possible? Hello?
Norman?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Scott. Scott?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Hi, it's Horace Flowers. I'm sorry for this. I think I got several names on my mind here. I'm calling, I'm following up on Jane Snow and asked me to give you a call regarding your interest in setting up a company.
Oh, what?
Oh, hold on one second. Can I dial you back? I'm live on the air right now. I thought it was one of our listeners calling in, so I had you all leaned up on the microphone. Yes, sir. It just popped. Yeah, it just popped up. Okay, thank you very much. All right, bye-bye. Wow, I forgot. It said New York, and I forgot I had a phone call that was out to New York, and I was waiting for a return call, and it didn't dawn on me to who that could have been calling from New York. That's funny.
That was pretty.
That'd be
bad.
funny, yo.
That's why.
We had a
That-
call come in.
That's why, friends, you never call Scotty between the hours of 7:30
Yeah.
and 10:30.
Yeah,
You just don't.
not that phone.
Somebody talking about morning wood?
It's Cookie.
Okay, me and Cookie were on the phone while I was walking around in walking around in Walmart. I was there to buy bullets. And he was there for some other reason, but we were
Wait, y'all
talking
went to Walmart together?
we were talking about it. No, I was on the phone.
Oh,
He was on one end of the store, I was on the other end.
Okay.
He was in lingerie and I was in firearms. Speaking of, we need to make a trip to Bass Pro one day in the bus. Okay.
You promised me that was a special moment between me and you.
There wasn't nothing between me and you but air.
Oh yeah, don't even think that you're special about that, because we were walking around Ross one day and I had to take a picture of him playing with his cock.
You still better explain that, because that sounds really rough, Steph.
And it's past 8 o'clock.
It's past 8 o'clock. Stephanie, tell it. Hurry.
You tell it.
No, because you were the one that said it. Hurry, because people are listening.
Well, you know how they have porcelain roosters.
Yeah.
He had it. He was choking the chicken, and I had to take the picture.
I said, "Look, Steph," and I had it, and the way I was holding it, she's like, "Really?" So she took a picture.
Of Scotty choking his chicken.
But the way you just said that sounded 10 times worse. Hey, say, Cookie, what was that song that we were talking about writing?
Oh, the Cookies Christmas special.
Okay, so
Oh.
let me tell y'all, Cookie is a little judgmental. You know, Cookie wants everybody to be non-judgmental on Cookie, but then Cookie is a little judgmental. So Cookie calls and says,
I am not judgmental. I just didn't know what the proper term was.
"Are you ready for this, Doc?
That specific event.
Scotty,
Doc,
are
please,
you still
Doc,
doing?"
Don't help me. Don't hate me, Doc.
Cookie calls and says, "Are you still doing that cripple event at Wild Bill's?" And I went, "What?" He goes, "You know that cripple Christmas party."
Oh my God.
I went, "Oh my God, did you just say that?"
Doc, please don't hate me, sweetie.
But Cookie was like, "I didn't know what else to call it."
Cookie.
And then I was joking and said, "Never mind, I'm not going to go there." But what was the one we were talking about for you?
Cookie. Please erase the word cripple from your vocabulary. It is mean. It's offensive. And you and I are going to have to spend some one-on-one time together, because we need to find some other words for you, okay?
He'll enjoy the
I'm
one-on-one.
so Cookie, I am so disappointed in you. I'm so
No.
What were we
Disappointed.
singing? I'm dreaming of a cookie Christmas. What was it? It was so funny.
That hurts more than Doc just being mad at me, saying that Doc's disappointed in me.
I'm sorry, Cookie. I mean, I had high expectations, and you've just really hurt
Well,
my
a
heart.
lot of people had high expectations for Cookie. I can't always deliver.
But you know, you were always
Morning.
you were always so positive, and you were always so kind to other people, and it just hurts my heart that you used the wrong word. That
Mhm.
word that we don't ever use again. Okay,
Turn it that way.
So I want you,
Yes, better.
Cookie. Cookie, listen to me. I don't ever.
I'm
want you
gonna have
use
to
that
mute
word
Doc.
again.
Cookie, what was the song that we were creating that sounded so funny? We said we was going to have to make a parody of.
I can't say it now. It'll really make Doc mad at me.
Oh, forget about her being on the show. What was it?
We were gonna make a song, "Have Yourself a Cookie Christmas."
Oh, yeah.
or-
God, it was funny when we were joking about it over the phone. I couldn't remember now
Well,
what it
because
was.
we were actually singing it, and I'm gonna sit down and make a few songs, and we're gonna have a Cookie Christmas special. But first things first, I gotta get Doc not disappointed in me no more.
I mean, Cookie, I was in the hunting section, and Cookie was trying to make songs about hunting, like nothing like bagging it and tagging it. I mean, have yourself a chloroform Christmas. I mean, Cookie was like coming up with some good songs.
Grandma got bent over by a reindeer.
See?
Oh my goodness.
Her face was. You're so in trouble, Cookie.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man. Cookie was talking
Well,
now.
I mean, have yourself a little cookie Christmas. Grandma got bent over by a reindeer. I mean, there was all kinds of them.
Keep going.
Well, there was Silent Night, Gaping Hole.
I can't even laugh to the microphone. All I can do is cover my mouth. Oh my God. Try to censor some of the suggestive parts of that, sir.
We are losing listeners by the second.
We're losing IQ points.
We have 7 viewers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and hold on.
Hang on. There was another one that I started thinking about. It was Special Night by the Yule Log. What was it?
There was the other one, like, something like Silent Night with a ball gag or something.
There was a bunch of them that we were throwing. There's ideas we were throwing out, and it's going to be the Cookie Christmas special.
Okay, so Jacob said a little bit ago, the older guy in the bed across the room is digging our show. Victor's his name. Give him a shout out.
What's up, Victor?
What's up, Victor? I'm sure you're laughing so hard that you don't know what to do and you need more pain medicine.
All of a sudden, Jacob's going to be, you're going to hear beep, beep. Hey, Victor, you like that? Beep. Oh, hell, y'all made him laugh too much. Nurse, I need another apple juice and Jello. I think Victor needs some damn help.
I'll just take his.
Victor's not going to need his brownie this evening. Can I have his?
I'm waiting to get a message.
Yeah, so Cookie and me, it was just so crazy because, I'm joking about shooting reindeer because I'm in the hunting section. And he's talking about, shooting other objects, but it was just funny.
Well, I got this image in my head. Every now and then, or back in the day, before, they basically became obsolete, they had all these CD commercials. And be like, you get all these timeless classics.
Yes.
I'm thinking of something like that for Cookie's Christmas.
There you go.
Get, a CD commercial.
They're tactless
Don't miss
classics.
Tacky-less classics? Is that what you said?
Tactless.
Don't miss out on all these timeless Christmas favorites.
Okay, Cookie.
Daddy is a pyro. He set the tree up this New Year's Eve. I mean, yeah, you could just go down the line.
Grandma got bent over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve.
See?
You could say she did it voluntarily, but as for me and Grandpa, we know different.
See? That's the kind of weirdness. So, Cookie, what are you into today? Because we need to probably clean it up since it's 9:30.
Just doing what I normally do, driving around, dropping off loads.
It's Cookie.
Good job,
You
pimp.
asked him. Morning.
It's what I'm doing.
Morning.
Shut up, Steph.
He doesn't get it.
Yeah, it was Steph.
I know about the morning wood. Shut up about the morning wood. I gotta Doc, sweetie, before I go, I just tell you I'm so sorry. I did not mean to get you upset with me. But I didn't know
When
what
you gonna do
right
that?
word
Cripple
was.
Christmas. I was like, no, he didn't.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Doc,
at least
I still
he
love
didn't,
you.
and it's actually it was for the Special Olympics, so it could have been worse. He could have called it other names. Are you doing Helmet Christmas? Or he could have made it sound 10 times worse.
And now you're feeding into it. Both of y'all are in timeout. I'm not
feeding into it. I just said he could have said
I'm
worse
not
things.
talking to any men today.
But
Only
see,
women.
if I had called, but let me ask you a question.
I said you
Doc,
should
and
just call it a Merry Special Christmas, and that would be easier.
But here's the thing. I'm going to ask Doc this question, and it might get me out of the doghouse. It might not, but we're going to find out. If I had called it a special Christmas, would that have not been more offensive? That's singling them out as being special, as if not everybody is special on Christmas.
No, I
Or
don't.
their Christmas is much more special than anybody else.
This PC crap's killing me.
Scotty, you and I are going to have a talk at the lake on the dock.
With the cinder block.
Yeah.
With the cinder
block. And a rope.
But no, I mean, Cookie, that would have actually been better than the word that you used if you had said special Christmas. That would have went over a lot better than the word that you used, okay? Because the word that you used is really offensive. So let's don't do that anymore, okay?
Trying to be PC sucks more than Cookie does.
Wow. I was not expecting
I was
that.
not expecting that, Cookie.
You're
I
back
was
in the
not-
doghouse, Cookie.
I was not expecting that one.
Cookie,
Well,
well,
let's face it, because right now in Doc's mind, Cookie sucks.
no, you don't suck, honey. You just you
Yes, he
need
does.
some time. We're gonna spend some time together, okay? I promise. Very soon.
Okay. All
Right.
right. Well, I've got to get back to work.
Be
Y'all stay
safe.
tuned because before Christmas is here, we will have the Very Cookie Christmas special.
Okay, well, you have a great
Y'all
day.
Have
y'all
a good
fun. Love you all.
love you.
Love you.
See ya.
Morning.
Nobody's playing along with you. Yeah, here's where this is what I started hearing. Okay.
You saying that was Doc?
I just started hearing that. Every time the PC meter goes out, I'm like, oh my God. Look, that PC crap's got to stop. I need that watch. I mean, you know, when you start cutting into my profits here,
You know, I'm just saying.
that watch,
Your profits.
that watch would look good in that case over there next to that store. So listen, how about this on important stuff? My wife surprised me. I've got to go to Target where they're selling some Darth Vader type stuff.
Mhm.
She's making me a Star Wars Christmas tree.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
So she wants a Darth Vader helmet to go up at the top and then a cape to put on the back. And I think she's really wanting to do it because if she puts the cape on the back, she don't have to put ornaments back there.
There you go.
That's true. Well, you know, and we went to the one on Moreland Avenue, and
The capes they have on Moreland are a little different.
We have
Those
to,
are fairies. Those are not Darth Vaders.
we have to do a shout out one more time because
You so didn't catch that, Doc.
I know. That's
Because
why.
loudmouth keeps talking. Did you not hear what I
I
said?
didn't hear what you said because I just heard we need to do a shout out.
I know. You said they have capes like that on Moreland Avenue. I said, no, those are called fairies, not called Darth Vaders. Okay, now,
Okay,
Charlie Brown's teacher.
Mr. Victor.
You know, every
was
time
the-
you get ready to
Shut up.
talk, take about 2 seconds to see if somebody else is talking. Now, Mr. Victor, what?
was talking to his doctor, and we need to do a shout out again.
Oh, Mr. Oh, okay.
I think you're doing it right now.
What's up, Victor?
Hey, Victor. Good morning.
You, Denise, live radio show.
It's not a podcast, baby. It's not what you and I do together. It's not a podcast.
Oh my god!
No, that's not even called podcast, is it?
You know
I didn't think y'all could legally film it. Oh, wait a minute. They do allow XXX stuff to be filmed now. So anyways.
So, meanwhile, in other news,
Back in Atlanta.
Okay, so actually now I have two news things that I have to talk about. I was just going to be able to get away with talking about one, but then I just got hit up from Next Door Neighbor, nextdoor.com, and I'll explain that out to y'all in a minute. So I got
Just start talking.
Okay, so I got an email this morning about the neighborhood alert, and
Which is what?
neighborhood alert. It was the subject line was public safety alert, and it said warning neighborhood safety alert. It was a image, and when
Okay, stop for a second. For the listeners, I need you to explain what neighborhood alert is.
well, see, neighborhood alert is not actually any. It's just it's an email.
So
It's
what
an
is it
email address.
portraying itself to be? Because
Okay.
what you're not painting a good enough picture. People are just trying to figure out what you're talking about, and
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what you're talking
So
about.
neighborhood alert is an email from like a spam email account that's portraying itself to be like the sex offender registry, but it's
and it just
actually
shows up in
spam.
your
Right. It just-
email accounts.
It shows up in your email account,
not Facebook.
not Facebook. and it says you're receiving this email because you may be at risk of a sex offender activity in your area. And it says if you want to know more, click this link. And so whenever things come in like that, I always go to my really old iPhone and click the link from there because, iPhones are immune from viruses.
Yeah, because droids aren't.
Right, because droids aren't. and laptops aren't. So I click on it, and it doesn't take you to the Georgia Sex Offender Registry site. It takes you down a rabbit hole. And, so I had posted it on my Facebook page this morning. I was like, I'm going to talk about this. So, one of my friends sent me a message back. She's like, I got that same email, and I clicked on it, and, I put in all my information. I was like, okay, go change all your passwords right now.
Yeah, because you now just busted yourself out.
Right. Yeah, I was like, because you just open yourself up to who knows. I was like, there's probably some dude in Taiwan that has your email address and everything else on your computer. I was like, change all your passwords. Don't open any more emails. And so then I came in the studio and I was talking to Scotty about it. He's like, there's a sex offender app that you can download for your phone. I'm like, shut the front door. And he's like, no, really.
And the back one too, in case you're Catholic.
So I go to I can't with them this morning.
I mean, if you're 8 years old and you're standing in a Catholic priest.
So anyway, so I go to the App Store and I download it, and it's actually called Offender Registry. And you just simply put in your zip code, and it gives you all of the offenders within that zip code that you're in. And you can even it even breaks down into sightings. But then what I did, I went one step farther.
Sightings. Today, seen a grizzly bear outside of city of Conyers, spotted down from Pine Log Park, 3 sex offenders.
Well, so and it's
one in a black shirt. Go ahead.
Well, but the irony of this is everybody wants to talk about all of the sex offenders in Rockdale County. So I put in my old Coweta County zip code. Coweta County has
Is that like the hangout place?
Sex offenders than Rockdale County.
Well, I think we should give them just a county and say, hey, y'all go live here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, can y'all all go to Coweta County, please?
And then it's like I play that song, Don't Come Around Here No Mo.
I mean, I thought that was really interesting. So then while I was in the middle of getting ready to report that story, there's another site called Nextdoor.com. And Nextdoor.com, if you haven't heard of it, it is an incredible community site. It's like a community intranet. And intranet, meaning it's for people inside that area, as opposed to the internet.
I know that, but I need you to be that person on a broadcasting microphone and explain stuff.
Okay, I know, but the internet is for everybody else. The intranet is for people internal to a certain area. And so apparently over at Honey Creek, the Honey Creek golf course area,
the
subdivision, they are having the exact same problem with speeders that we're having over here on Underwood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
You don't say.
You don't say. And they're even having a problem with the buses speeding.
Did you tell them
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Who said that? Tell them to contact me.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to reach out and do. Because, and so actually the sheriff's department is going to go out there and do a traffic study for them.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How long it took me from 11 till here recently?
Yeah, and this was just 15 hours ago for them.
Wow. And it took me how many years?
4.
Makes you wonder.
Well,
Who do they know?
The
on the
almighty
inside?
dollar.
The almighty. No,
Maybe.
it's
Could
all
be.
about the almighty dollar. It really. I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah, that's considered more.
Really? But I thought
expensive
because I had
homes.
2 schools on this road, that should help me.
You would think so.
You would
I would
think.
think.
But
That's a
But not a
golfing
lot of people
community.
think.
right, that's a golf course community. And I'm not picking.
There's
at them.
revenue.
There's revenue, exactly.
Prejudice much?
Things are revenue driven, Scotty, not prejudice driven. They're revenue driven. Just saying.
So, and
So, they were one of the people from next door had actually reached out to me and was like, hey, I remember you doing something with some other guy here in Rockdale who had the same problem. Who was he and what did y'all get resolved from it? And I was like, oh, that's a long story. Let me connect you with him.
yeah.
I was like, because nothing got resolved.
Nope. If
well,
anything-
we at least got the bus start
We got the buses slowed down.
kind of slowed down. Kind of. it's pretty stupid that I still have to go out there and, you know, monitor the buses, because I still have some issues, if you will, of the guys speeding by the house. Like, I'm getting coffee in the morning, and because it's quiet at that moment on the road, you can hear them when they're barreling down the road. And then I just turn with my coffee cup, and you see the lights, because it has the front lights on the cab and at the back that are up high, and you hear when you look out the window, and you just there goes the bus.
Right.
So it's 6.5 and 6.8. I can you know, usually catch 2 buses speeding through here.
Well, you know, I love the way that we have selective enforcement in certain areas, because like, you know, I've said before, when I first moved into my neighborhood, I had deputy sheriffs over there all the time. But one of the reasons was because we actually had a deputy living in our neighborhood, and he's no longer with the sheriff's department. I was like, that was the worst decision Rockdale County ever made, was letting him go. Because I
Right.
mean, he really honestly kept our area safe. And when he was in law enforcement, I didn't have a party house over there.
Right.
But they got rid of him, and now, you know, the party house was there, and the party house was going strong until Scotty said he was coming out to take pictures of everybody that was going into the party house and their license plate, and was going to post them on Facebook.
So apparently they were listening, or someone over
You
there
would
was listening.
think.
You would think, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, because, you know, me asking them, please don't throw your trash in my yard. Please don't be loud. You know, please don't. My please don't weren't working, so we had to.
And, you know, and because of who I am now, I can't handle things the way I did in 1986.
The allegedly.
The alleged, there's no
handle
proof
things?
that I did these things
Exactly.
or witnessed them. But, you know, but now I can use the power of the microphone and the power of the internet, and I can get those videos out. So, you
That's
know,
right.
next I just need to take some time to go sit out there with my camera, my radar gun, and start getting more video of the buses and the people speeding down my road.
Oh yeah, because what?
But
was it-
election time's coming. I hear another guy's running for sheriff too.
Donald Ferguson.
So, and you're friends with him.
I am friends with. He was
Okay.
my training officer at Fulton
So,
County.
We'll see what happens, because this time during elections, there's gonna have to be. I'll make sure I ask about the whole speeding in the subdivisions and why nothing's being done. And if I just pissed anybody off by saying it, well, I'm sorry, but we the citizens, we the people, deserve protection. That's what you're supposed to be here for. And
Mhm.
I'm sorry. And you know what's so bad is some of my Rockdale friends, or ex Rockdale friend cops, are mad at me for blasting the fact that nobody's doing anything. But what's funny is all my Covington cops, in Newton County, Walton County, Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, Henry County, you know, McDonough, City of
Georgia
McDonough.
State Patrol.
Yeah, the Georgia State, my state patrol buddies are pissed.
Yeah.
They are pissed because they're saying this is what you need to do. I'm like, yeah, but I can't force this. My guy that does motor brigade for Henry County, he's the one that's fed me a lot of the laws, and he's pissed. He's like, that wouldn't be flying in this county. He's like, this county that right there wouldn't be flying. He said we'd be eating that up.
That's one thing I can say about Henry County. They are all over speeders in school zones.
So it just sucks.
Well, that's like Porterdale. I love Porterdale. You know, I love the way that they take care of their county, or their, you know, not their county,
city.
their city, their area. And, you know, I have never met law enforcement that is so community friendly. You know, City of Conyers is like that a lot, but it's just, it's so rare to see it now that when you experience it, you're like, oh my gosh, this was really cool, rather than
Right.
this is how you're supposed to be. Hello.
Well, you know, somebody asked me the other day, are you becoming an activist? And I went, if the definition of standing up and doing the right thing because the people that are getting paid to do the right thing aren't doing the right thing, then call it whatever you want.
Right, you know,
Mhm.
what most people
Call
don't-
it whatever you want. If laws are being broken and people aren't stopping it, then I want to know why.
Right.
Well, you know, it was so funny because after I made that post about the anniversary post for Scotty yesterday, I had one of my friends who had unfriended me, and, you know, we hadn't talked to each other since I came to Just for Fun Radio. And And she was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. Because, to me, when you say you're sorry, you got to
Elaborate.
elaborate. What are
Yeah.
you sorry for? And she's like, I didn't understand why you were so drawn to helping him.
Because he's a white man.
And she's like, but
Monday through Thursday. We don't really know about Friday.
she's like, but now I get it. She's like, I didn't realize that y'all had been friends that long. I thought that this was something that you just started.
Yeah, because you just typically just find a white man and follow him home.
And and I told her, I said, I have a lot of, powerful people never disclose their power. I said, I have a lot of people in my network that you
That's
don't
what's
even
happening
realize.
with we jokingly call the Rockdale Mafia. It's all the right business guys are doing their little thing behind closed doors,
Yes. Yeah. I said, you don't know who I'm connected to. I said, it's not for me to disclose who I'm connected to or why I'm connected to them or how I'm connected to them. And I said, sometimes you just have to trust what I'm doing and support me as a friend.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I don't have to explain my reasonings to you.
Right.
Just
I don't-
support me as a friend.
I don't have to explain my reasonings to support me.
Right.
If I'm hanging out with somebody and she's judging Scotty based on what she saw on his Facebook page. Okay, anybody that knows Scotty
What did you see?
Yeah.
I don't know what she saw.
That's the thing is everybody wants to like the crazy flying monkey ass. Somebody had posted a picture on my page and he takes a video and starts saying, look what he's posting. I didn't post that. Somebody else did. Let's see who this is. This will probably be messed up too. Just for fun. Hello.
Spence?
Yes.
Spence? Morning, sir. My name is Lewis with U.S. Solar. I was calling to see if you put in the solar energy quote for your home invested on National Solar Network. Just take 30 seconds to verify, sir, if that'd be okay.
I'm actually right in the middle of a live radio show. I didn't know who was calling, but say hello because you're live.
You're live on air.
Yeah, let me try to get back with you. I run a radio show and y'all keep calling in the morning times, and that's when I can't talk. So,
I'll be back in the afternoon.
yeah, man, that sounds great. Thanks. That's funny. It's wanting to talk about solar, and I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's talk
but
about it. Just not in the middle
just
of the
not in
morning
the middle of the morning show.
He's like, hi.
Yeah. Yeah, you call here in the morning, you're gonna get live. I'm sorry. That's just how we roll. But yeah, you can't look at Facebook and gauge everything like that guy, the flying monkey idiot, kept saying, look what he posted, and I'm thinking, a friend of mine named Kyle posted that and tagged me in it. I didn't post that. But apparently you're too stupid to read the Bible and you're too stupid to know how Facebook works.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought it was funny.
And I'm so over
he kept
that. I'm so
arguing.
over that guy because number one, not only did he put Scotty on blast by posting his address, he had pictures of Denise and I in the thing. So we became targets too. I'm like, you just made me a target.
But see, I'm not even
Why is it
entertaining
all
the
about
idiot.
you?
The idiot got so mad. Now listen, my old ways, he would have popped off. I'd have gave him a choke right across the throat, choked him out, left him laying in the parking lot. Who would have cared, But why am I even going to entertain that? That's what he wants.
Right.
That idiot wants his name spoke across the radio. I'm not going
Yeah.
to speak his name. He's begging for it. He probably ran around in his mama's high heels with her little dress on. Look at me, mama. Look at me, mama, trying to get attention, and he's not getting it. He's not getting the
No,
attention.
he's
that he
not going to
wants.
get the attention, but I know how to shoot, and you come after me, and I will shoot to protect
Well,
myself and my family.
and that's why I laugh. It's like when he posted, well, there's a sidewalk in front of your house. Well, technically, there's not a sidewalk in front of my house. It's across the street in front of those people's house.
Mhm.
You go get the other bunch of flying monkeys, and you stand in front of their house.
It's not going to end
It's-
well for
yeah,
you.
you stand in front of their house, it'll get violent.
And he's standing on my property. It's not going to end well either.
I'm just going to pull out the lawn chair and a glass of sweet tea, a couple cold beers, invite some people over with some popcorn, and I'm going to watch my neighbors whoop his ass.
Yep.
You can stand across the street all day. That'd be funny,
Like,
entertaining.
That's a threat.
Yeah, that's entertaining for me.
Yeah.
So it was funny. I got
So-
But don't play into other people's bull crap. That's what they want. They want that attention.
So he actually drove by here and took a picture of your house.
No.
He posted the address.
He posted my full
Oh.
address.
Yeah, he posted the full address, and then he had a clip of the morning show. It was like a still shot from YouTube, and it had me and Denise and Scotty in the picture.
Idiot.
Wow. But
But-
it's not like he tries to hide where he lives. There's a big bus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fox 5's already come out here and said my name and where the road is.
Yeah.
Durr.
I'm sure they can figure out the number.
And I love the fact I'm gonna expose you, DJ Scotty. I'm gonna make sure they all know
Your life's
you.
an open book.
My
anyway.
life, man, there is
Right.
nothing transparent more than me. I will tell you things I've done in my past because, you know, my past is what put me here.
Mhm.
You know, my past is what made me open my eyes to reality. You know, alcoholics can tell their story. I've had my moments with alcohol. Me and vodka were friends, I'm talking about. I took him everywhere I went. He was my buddy.
He was your
My-
BFF.
That's right. And then I carried my little buddy, which was his smaller brother, the travel size that fit in my front pocket. I carried him all the way up into Golden Corral and made me a nice stiff drink in front of grandma one time. That was when I knew I had a drinking problem.
Mhm.
My dad walked up and he's like, "You can't just sit here in front of your grandma at Golden Corral and drink vodka and orange juice. You can't. You've gone too far." And that's when I kind of thought, yeah, I got a problem.
Yeah.
9 o'clock and you're sitting with your grandma before church, eating pancakes, sausage, and you got vodka mixed up with your orange juice because you're fixing to go to church. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
might,
might have a
have a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a drinking problem. Yeah, I don't hide nothing.
So it's 9:55.
Ask me any question you want. I'll give you an answer. You just might not like the answer, but I'll give you an answer. Just pick a question.
9:55. What are we doing? Are we?
She wants to do
That's
the bus.
not a real question.
Yes,
She
it
wants
is.
to do the bus.
No, I don't have a song for the bus. That was
Oh.
thanks,
Oh.
Denise.
I just threw her under
You
the
You just
bus.
threw her under the bus.
The wheels on the bus go round and
Over,
round.
Doc. Over, Doc. Over, Doc.
Lame.
They're laughing.
That was lame.
Okay,
You
Denise,
made you
give me a
laugh,
song.
right?
Give me a song. Steph, give me a song.
Yeah.
Brown sugar.
Is there a song called Brown Sugar?
No, you
Yes.
want her to give you some brown sugar? Not get up, go around that table.
Yes, it's by the Rolling Stones.
Really?
Yes.
Let's shoot off the commercial real quick and let Doc find this. We'll be right back.
Morning.
Oh, my shoulder hurts.
Who were the Rolling Stones?
Are you serious?
Well, there's
Did
a
she
picture
just
of
say
the lead
that?
singer right there on the wall.
I thought that
She-
was from the Beatles.
You-
You said it.
Oh my God.
No.
She just goes, I thought that was from the Beatles.
She said
It's
it.
Mick Jagger.
I love you, doll.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
I'm just gonna laugh. I'm not gonna down it. She does enough on her own. She don't need any help.
Alex said if Doc wants to say she can shoot, she might not want to post that picture of her target. Just saying. He said, I'm just messing up. It was okay.
So what's after the show? Never mind. You focus on that. We'll talk after the show.
Yeah, waxing.
We'll talk after the show.
Waxaw.
Go smoke. Go take moments of your life off for your kids' sake. Hurry up. You're wasting precious moments. You could be killing yourself.
Scotty.
She smokes. What do you expect, you smokers?
And then wonder why you're sick and have a cough.
Who is Ray J? Who's that artist, Steph?
Who is Ray J?
Brandy's brother.
Oh,
Oh my God,
he
Doc.
has the song called Brown Sugar. Let's see what he has to say.
Oh, I've never heard.
I never heard of Ray J.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was exposed a couple of years back for a movie that he did with Kim Kardashian.
Wow. Okay, so his goes, baby, you could be the first. I be the first to ease your temper. We ain't planned for years. Girl, we
All
could've
right,
had
we're
kids.
back. And Doc's asking, who's Ray J?
She's asking the white people who Ray J is.
You know, she should have just said it like, hey, Whitey, you, the short one. Who is Ray J? Hey, Cracker. Hey, Cracker, who's Merle Haggard? Are we offended people yet? I mean, hey, Camel Jockey, who's... Who is that? I heard he sings that song that sounds like Hakalada Loogie.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So, what kind of music do you listen to, Doc?
I do a lot of Melissa Etheridge, a lot of Katie Lang.
You need to get off the lesbian train, dude. Like learn some good music.
Because I don't know if people can see the picture over there on the wall.
There's a nice drawing that a friend of ours did of Mick Jagger. There's like a super cool. There's a lot of talented people from the music world have seen that picture and go, man, that is such a cool picture of Jagger. And Doc says, who is the Rolling Stones?
I thought that was a member of the Beatles.
Steph points and says that. Oh, I thought that was one of the Beatles.
I said, no, that's Mick Jagger.
Yeah, that's Ringo Starr. That's exactly who that is.
I mean, well, I guess you've never seen Mick Jagger because I was going to say you can't tell by the lips.
She don't
Oh,
like-
now
she don't
Maroon
like
5
music.
saying you got the moves like Jagger.
That's who they're singing about, Doc.
Oh. Okay, so
I still say that you are the most intelligent person I know. That you have those PhDs and you is smart and you is fantastic and darn people like you. You was so beautifully smart.
okay. So now the lyrics actually make sense.
What?
You got
The Jagger
moves
one?
like Yeah, you got the
Oh my God. Let me
moves
me
like
show you
Jagger.
something. Oh my God. You have no idea how have you survived this long?
Because I just went to school all the time. I didn't really interact with people. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
No, we're looking
Oh.
up Jagger.
Oh. Okay.
Jeez Louise.
Oh. So, do you know who David Bowie is?
He's with Mick Jagger.
And
He
this
actually
particular
does.
song
Lord.
I was going to show you is just, oh my God. Let me find Start the other one because I know Start Me Up because I know they're going to show him. I was looking for the original because if you show the original, then
Oh, he has his tongue sticking out like that.
no,
band
that is
Kiss.
not.
She knows Kiss. Because she's like, that's a nice tongue right there.
Well, yeah, she's
They
just
were-
looking at the tongue.
They were way before Kiss, by the way.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, they were like 59, 60-ish
Oh.
when they came when they started.
Well, then how do you know him, Scotty?
Everybody.
They are the longest touring band of all friggin' time.
Yes.
Oh.
Watch, this is Jagger. That's why it's called Moves Like Jagger.
They were.
Doc can do that.
I
She
can
was
do
doing
that.
on Halloween.
And every concert, he just sings and
Mhm.
dances.
And they were the British invasion.
Oh, I like this.
Oh my God. We need to introduce her to some Rolling Stones then.
I was gonna say you need to find Brown Sugar and play it for
Oh
her. Then
my God, Doc. Oh my God.
she's dancing.
You were doing this. You
We're
were doing
gonna-
this Halloween.
We're
night,
gonna
so you got
exit.
moves like
We're gonna
Jagger.
exit to Brown Sugar by the Rolling Stones. And Heartbreaker is one of my favorite evers.
Is that the one that goes, "You're a heartbreaker, a dream maker"?
So Doc, what song was you gonna sing?
What gender of a person sings that song?
You is smart. You is beautiful.
Doc.
And darn right, everybody just loves you.
Doc. What gender sings that song?
Hold on. Hold please. I'm pulling it up.
It's Pat
Justin
Benatar.
Bieber? No,
No,
that's
She
not
just
the
said
right one.
Justin Bieber sings it.
No, but
Doc,
I just
it's Pat Benatar that sings the one
a
you were
female.
singing.
Okay, there it is.
You know, like hit me
Pinky.
with your best shot.
Fire away.
Same woman.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my God.
I have my song now. I have two. I'm gonna do Pat Benatar Heartbreaker. I'm gonna do this song by Ray J that I've never heard before.
Okay, so then let me get the bus going. It's gonna crank like an old '70s Chevrolet.
Oh, good morning, friends. Oh my goodness. You hear that sound? That means I need everyone to come out and get ready to get on the bus. Oh, look, there's Denise. She's already outside with her morning sign. Good morning, Denise. She's got morning wood this morning. Good morning, Stephanie.
Transvestite over here.
Oh my, and Mr. Scotty. Oh, that got loud. Mr. Scotty, can you open the door for the kids? Rob is trying to open the door with his thing, his flathead
His
screwdriver.
thing, God, Doc.
Well, no, I couldn't think of what it was called.
He was
I'm like,
holding my sign.
with his flathead screwdriver.
Keep going.
Can you
just-
please open the door for the kids?
Yeah, I just did. Go for it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, look, there's Bill and Karen from Gravity. They've got their growlers. Oh, and they brought Cup Karen. No, we can't pass out alcohol to the kids on the bus. We'll have to wait until we get ready to take them off the bus, and then we can give them something to drink. Oh, look, there's Nikki. Nikki brought us some totes today so that we can put all of our stuff in, boys and girls.
All our growlers.
All of our growlers. That's right.
So
Okay.
you're giving the kids apple cider today.
We're
huh?
giving them root beer. We're
Hard.
giving them root beer.
Not your
Hard.
father's.
Yes.
No, not that one, the non-alcoholic one.
No.
No. Okay, so boys and girls, I want to talk to you about a very important topic. And
Pardon me, y'all. I'm sorry.
Mr. Scotty, are you okay?
I'm
Do you
sorry,
need
it was-
CPR?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, 'cause I was
He
going to
needs the
give you CPR.
Heimlich.
I was going to give you the Heimlich.
No, I don't
Heimlich.
need the Heimlich.
The Heimlich.
Oh.
Stephanie, now I need you to be Stephanie. 1, 2. Okay.
Are you trying to teach her the damn count? Take your shoes off so you can see your toes.
Okay, so boys and girls, I want to talk to you today about being a heartbreaker. Now, does everyone know what a heartbreaker is? Raise your hand. Don't open your mouth. Just raise your hand. Very good. All right. So I want to start with a song, and it's by a woman named Pat Benatar, and she is an awesome artist. Your love is like a tidal wave. Boys and girls, do you all know what a tidal wave is? Spinning over my head, drowning me in your promises, better left unsaid. You're the right kind of sinner to release my inner fantasy. That invincible winner, and you know you were born to be, because you're a heartbreaker, a dream maker, a love taker. Don't mess around with me. You're a heartbreaker, a dream maker. Boys and girls, do you know what a dream maker is? Is it someone who makes your dreams?
It's like a dream catcher, right?
I think so. I think it's kind of like a dream catcher. You know, I think they kind of all go together.
Oh
They
my
just
God, you went with it.
all inter. And a love taker. Does everyone know what a love taker is?
It's a hoe down at Metropolitan.
Well, let's don't use that word. Let's find another.
Hewer.
A hooer.
Now, your love has set my soul on fire, burning out of control. Now, boys and girls, what do we do when we see a fire that's burning out of control?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Call 911.
Very good.
Can you give me the number for 911?
9/11.
You taught me the ways of desire. Now it's taking its toll. Oh, boys and girls, you were so
What's
awesome. with that
desire?
song. Desire means something that
Go
you
home and ask your
really-
mother.
Desire is
Tell her
something.
to have the macaroni and cheese ready by 6. I'll be there when your dad leaves.
That desire is something that you really, really want really bad. Like you say, I desire
Beer.
some beer from Gravity.
Is that how you talk to the kids?
Yes.
You would, okay.
I mean, that's using desire in a sentence.
Mama, Doc told us what beer was. She said she desired it.
Well, after,
She even used it in a sentence and a definition.
after being on the bus with you guys, I desire some type of relief.
Narcotic.
Now,
Happy pill.
the other song that we're going to do is we talked about heartbreakers. Now we're going to talk about some brown sugar. And this artist is called Ray J, and it's featuring Lil Wayne. Or maybe it's a Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Okay, Lil Wayne and Big Ray J, I guess. Because, I mean, if you have little, you got to have somebody big in there. So,
Should I read it?
so
Yes.
It's not love that sets you on fire. It's called an STD.
That's from a listener.
okay, now here's the song Brown Sugar by Ray J. Baby, you could be the first. It's always important to be the first, boys and girls, but we don't want to run over other people to get there.
Don't break in line.
I would
You're first, you're last.
I'm a B? That's not very good English, but I'm going to go with it. It should be I will be the first, but I'm a B, the first to ease your temper. We ain't playing for 4 years. Girl, we could have had kids when you was, oh my goodness, boys and girls, let's don't say that. Let's just skip all of this.
Hey, somebody said that they would ask you to shoot them and put them out of your misery, but you'd miss.
You're a douchebag.
What?
Scott, Mr. Scotty.
Go to timeout.
I hit the wrong horn.
Shit for brains.
Mr. Scotty, it's well after time, and the kids don't need to hear words like that.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry.
What if they went home and said that to their parents?
They're already saying that you desire alcohol.
That's right.
Well, that's okay.
Okay.
What'd you learn in school today? Well, I learned that Doc desires alcohol from Gravity.
That's right. That's
And
important.
Mr. Scott kept calling me a sheethead.
See, okay, now after I skip half of this song because he's got some inappropriate words in it, I ain't got to start, but we cover like winter. We done get it too much. We never did wrong. Part of this just makes me want to go through and edit the song so that it's grammatically correct because it doesn't flow. I mean, maybe that's why I don't listen to a lot of rap music, Scotty.
Yeah,
because it doesn't.
Maybe.
It doesn't. It's
All
not
right, well, can we
grammatically
get on that
correct.
bus and get out of here?
Yes, let's put the
Let's-
kids on the bus.
Let's
Come on,
Let's
kids.
catch the martyr and get out.
The MARTA.
Because it's smarter.
Oh, come on. Stephanie, I want you to sit in the front this time because we had some issues with you being in the back. So come sit beside me.
Oh man.
I know, but you'll earn your privilege to go to the back of the bus later.
I get
Okay?
to go to the back.
Yes, Denise, you can go to the back of the bus.
I didn't mean to hit Scotty with a
David, come
spitball.
sit with me.
No, David cannot come sit with you. David's going to sit behind Stephanie.
Girls on the one side,
Nope.
guys on the other.
Yes, that's right.
Nope.
Denise.
All right.
I'm
One
gonna
side
write
of the
I'm gonna
seat.
write a letter to your mom.
It's 10:12. Her mom
She'll
can't
say
read.
thank you.
Okay. Hey,
All right, so tomorrow you're leaving early?
well, hold on. I got to talk about tonight first.
Mhm.
So tonight, Crystal and I are actually going to go on some adventures today because we're talking about traditions. You know, what are you holding on to that may be a tradition in your family that has either helped you or hurt you? You know, and I always tell the story about the roast beef or the chuck roast.
We talk about roast beef all the time.
Well, no, it's about this mom who was
I'll
cooking
take
the roast.
number 5.
Extra meat.
Beef and cheddar.
I cannot with them. Crystal, I miss you so much when I'm not on air with
Heavy
you
on the Arby sauce.
because you know I can't with your husband. I just can't. I just can't. But anyway, so it's ladies talk tonight. We're really excited. I got Crystal to step out of her comfort zone about a week ago.
Comfort zone.
Conference.
Comfort zone.
You heard it.
We're
too.
just picking. Keep going.
So she stepped out of her comfort zone, and it's been kind of uncomfortable for her. So we're going to hear about it tonight. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
So,
ladies talk 7 p.m.
Bring it on.
We're outta here.
Donkey Kong.
we out of here, Utes.
That's right.
Y'all
What
have a
were
good
you
day.
about to say before that, though?
I have no idea.
Oh, yeah, no, I have to leave tomorrow to go to the
Yeah,
gastro
so do
doctor
I.
with Allie.
Yeah. And so tomorrow we may cut the show early. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, we may not.
You
If
have
she-
to be here
but
tomorrow.
But if she's here, it's already going to be a short show. Okay. We're out. Everybody have a great day.
we love
Have a good
y'all.
morning.
Thanks for tuning in. We will see y'all on the flip side. Everybody stay out of trouble. Don't do anything that we would do. We're living proof that doesn't work. So
And if you do it, just for fun.
Nice
yeah,
way
that
to mess
doesn't
that
sound
up,
that
Steph.
doesn't sound that great.
You
Yeah,
just
Steph.
went. Steph goes,
Why you want to say? Why you blaming it on her?
because she goes, fun.
Wow.
Okay,
Okay, so here comes that brown sugar that you wanted.
I did?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Rolling Stones brown sugar.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
was
my
like,
God. She even got lost on that.
On that
All right.
note, y'all have a good day.
Everybody see y'all on the flip side. Stay out of trouble.
bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Jacob.
Bye, Victor.
Bye, Victor.
This goes out to you, Big Vic. Laid up in the hospital. Boner.
So now